start that. We are now recording, not streaming, because, as I said before, it's a lot of effort. It's much easier to hit record button, and it records in better quality. Anyway, so let us dive right in with almost everyone here. Sorry, Tom. So let's do a double recap of the last couple of sessions that we've had. So, rewinding, 2 weeks. And our band of adventurers needed some music to listen to.
I can't hear it right now.
It's because that's
My computer's not on.
tough.
Oh, honey. He can sing it for you.
We can sing Diablo to you. So, our band of adventurers, having returned from a successful conquest of the very recently rediscovered dwarven city of Gauntlgrim, returned to their home roost of Vigil Keep, to find it strangely quiet and empty. Their servants, their guards, and the like nowhere to be found. And upon hearing the sweet but also creepy sound of music coming from outside, went out to investigate to meet I'm looking for a good word. Magnificently armoured arsehole. Yes, by the name of Arundel Dawnscythe, who monologued at you, advising that he had come to bring your salvation and absolution from his god. At which point, somehow summoning or timing, you're unsure how, the rising of a huge marble pillar from the centre of the city of Waterdeep, destroying, from what you can tell, part of the noble district and soaring hundreds of feet into the air. You didn't get to see much of it, unfortunately, as you were then teleported via some huge 20-foot wide teleportation sigil that had been placed underneath your feet in the long grass that you hadn't noticed. That sent you hurtling through the astral plane from a comfortable amount of time before you crash-landed in a hellish wasteland of dark black stone and ruined roads and magma rivers. Having found that you had arrived, after deducing that you had arrived in somewhere in hell, you were visited by the avatar of the goddess of darkness, or goddess of night, Shah, who told you that she had interrupted or manipulated the teleportation spell that sent you here, changing it from sending you somewhere far, far worse, informing you that you had to seek the city of Cardenac to the east, as there was someone there that you had to meet, who would help you, now that your true enemies had revealed themselves.
Really should have asked her which way that was.
Yeah, there was a road. It went left and right. You chose to go right, or that way. You went one way. It's very difficult to do left and right from a top-down perspective, but you went in one direction. After travelling for several hours, you came across, passing several abandoned strip mines and quarries to one side of this broken wide highway. You came across the ruins of a huge fortress citadel city. Its sign partially missing, and also a little signpost pointing you in the right direction towards Cardenac. Really, really amazing that someone had left that there. As you went in, via Rory's grim psychometry, determined that this was once the city of Malagard. Which, with a bit of history knowledge and a bit of investigation, you realise that this was once the capital city of the 7th layer of hell, known as Maladomini. Each time I pronounce it, I will do it differently. Exploring the city, you found this ruined city had been ruined for quite some time. You got to learn about a bit of the structure of the city. Smaller buildings on the outside, a large central highway, and large buildings and grander buildings as you got through. You found that the city had been intentionally razed, as if some kind of a battle had taken place here. There were still scars and scorch marks in the walls, in the masonry here and there. And you finally got to the centre, and you found this huge fortress citadel with massive 25-foot tall gates that had been broken open. Upon trying to enter the citadel, you were met with a strong sense of evil, a powerful force that forbade many of you from actually entering the citadel at all, stopping you in your tracks. A few of you braved.
Ah, yes, that was me.
Yep. A few of you
I
braved.
sat outside in the moment.
Yes. No, it's too evil in there. I'm staying out here. Nope. A few of you braved your way inside the citadel to try and explore, try and glean some information as you entered the massive Great Hall, which was realistically beyond your scope of vision. It was so large and so dark. Heading forward through to the centre of the room, you found a huge stone throne, comparable to the size of Storm King Hecton's palace area or throne area, leading you to believe whoever sat in this was easily 25 to 30 feet tall. And piercing through the back of this stone throne, you saw a huge greatsword, again maybe about 20 feet in length, which was emanating this powerful dark aura that had been kind of just wedged into the chair, with a few dried streaks of blood that were on the back of the chair. Deciding this wasn't really a very good place to be, you left. Continuing heading what you now assume is east towards the city of Cardenac. After several hours of travel, you heard the screams of help from the distance. As Zin flew off to investigate, you came across a swampy land with two humanoid creatures, one of them stuck waist deep in swampy water, the other trying to pull him out. As you guys investigated closer, you found this was actually some form of a sentient ooze-like creature known as an oblex, creating mimics of people and luring them to their doom. Battle took place, and the oblex was banished somewhere of unknown origin. Probably very confused at what's just happened. And that is where we left off with our session. That is where we ended as you guys started walking east again towards the city of Cardenac. That's capture part one. The other one will be quicker. Meanwhile, in the city of Waterdeep, specifically the Took, a random group of adventurers following in Ignium Cete's footsteps awoke to chaos in the middle of the night as tremors wrecked the city of Waterdeep, and this huge pillar erected itself in the centre of the town. If only Tom was here. The group decided to stay to protect the Took, to fortify it, to protect the citizens and common folk that were in the surrounding area, fighting off waves of undead creatures, skeletons, and some kind of undead trolls and undead chimera. Eventually securing the area as Johanna Wormsbane returned, and with a plan to sanctify the area, to try and form some kind of bastion of holy power within the city as this strange necrotic field began to spread, draining the life energy from anyone it touched. As we closed the session, a message rang out around the city, informing them of their new lord, their new master, a powerful creature known as Xanthus. And that is where we left that session. Probably should have done one first. Anyway, so that's pretty much a quick recap. Does anyone think I've missed anything, or did that pretty much cover everything off?
I think I got everything.
Good. Okay, if anyone has a
Apart
question...
from the fact that Tom's character is apparently possessed.
Oh yeah, and Johanna did speak to several of, well, at least one of Zin's friends.
Yeah, I'm the only one that knows that at the moment, really.
Didn't want to mention it, but it happened.
Yeah. That's a thing, but only Johanna knows about it, so it's okay.
Right now.
Yeah.
It will come up.
I'm sure she'll tell you in her own awkward way. You'd all walk away going, what the hell did she even mean?
He's like, lots of different people, not just one person, and it's all just weird.
It's really weird.
Apparently we have to kick the asses of some people, but not the other people.
What?
So, that's where we left off. So, in terms of time-wise, it is now, as you've seen in this area, there is no sun, there is no source of light, only this perpetual, dim, greyish, greenish glow from the sky. In terms of travel, you've been traveling now for about 6 hours with the travel to you traveled to Malagard, around Malagard, and then off. So you probably got, in terms of the amount of travel you have a few more hours today, or you can rest up. Zin in particular is a bit beaten, a bit battled, his head hurting following his encounter with Uzi Maguzi. So
I think we had a short rest
did.
after that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he obviously didn't.
He didn't roll his hit die. So let me roll a couple of hit die for him now.
My spells and inspiration and everything like that, is that accurate?
Yes, I think so.
That's a very
Because I have all but 2 first level spells.
That sounds about right. I think you
I
mainly used the
cast
mandolin.
most of my stuff was mandolin and the wand of magic missiles.
Ah, okay.
The wand of magic missiles
And
is down to 1 charge, I think.
1 charge, and you get your inspiration back at the end of a short rest.
Anyway.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
was
okay,
what
okay.
I mostly used your inspiration.
I have a question about that as well. I have a thing that recharges the next dawn. Should we just say after a long rest?
After a long rest is probably
Yeah,
the easiest
okay.
way. Yeah, in terms of time-wise, that's probably the easiest way of looking
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as I said, you've been travelling for about 6 to 7 hours. You're a bit beaten, you're a bit battered, but you've had your rest. You've recovered by the side of the highway. Currently, you have the wide 20-foot, about 20-foot wide, broken and battered highway. Stones are missing. It's a bit of a mess, but it's still clear to see heading in what you assume is an easterly direction. You have the swampy marshlands to the north, and to the south of you, pretty much at the moment, barren rockscape. You did have a river of magma following you, but that disappeared about 5 miles ago, heading off in a more southerly direction, technically. So, what do you guys want to do?
I said we keep on going.
Yeah. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
I need to get home.
We're still fresh and ready to move. We should.
And let's not stray from the path when we hear people calling for help.
Yeah, what was
Yeah.
that? Why? Who in their right mind would?
Zin.
Yeah, or at
Yeah,
least
okay.
get attached to the bloody
We
rope.
did
So we
did
can
calculate
complete-
that it was about like 5% chance it was actually somebody in peril, but Sin
So-
still went.
If I remember correctly, what the hells are for, then even if there was a person seeking aid, they probably deserve to be here, right?
Yeah, I know, but we don't.
I mean,
So
unless
understand.
they made their way here like we did, so that would suck to not help.
That's the thing, because if my lady brought us, but I don't know if anyone else was caught in the backlash.
Why are gods so vague? It's annoying.
Because they're very single-minded.
Well, we better find this city then.
Yes.
Okay, so you're carrying on along the path.
What
Yeah.
do you know about devils and demons?
So a very brief overview of what we went through last session, but mainly we went through the fact that this mainly came from Giovanni, that devils have while evil in nature, they have a very hierarchical and very ordered structure in their power base. There are certain types of devils, some of them lesser devils, some of them greater devils, and they follow this very strict chain of command. And that's pretty much what you got from last session, I
Okay.
believe.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Which you kind of then mirrored in the city of Malagard, with the smaller buildings on the outside, and it get larger and larger and more grand as you went further into the city. Okay, so you guys continue travelling towards the city of Malagard. Sorry, Cardenac. You don't do a loop. You travel towards the city of Cardenac. Who is taking point? If you wanted to be Zin, let me know.
Yeah. I
Rory
think we'll just go
can
back to
take
the other
point.
one.
Say again, Danny?
Rory can take point if you want, so you're not.
Does
Yeah,
Johanna
he'll take-
trust him enough to take point?
Actually, I mean, she's given him storage spells, so kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. She's got an eye on him.
Did we have time to send another sending spell, or are you still out of those?
I believe it's not packed at the moment.
No, I can pack it tomorrow. I need to talk to people tonight about what I'm packing in the future.
It would be great to see. I mean, the keep was empty, right? I saw no one except us.
No.
So they're either all in a ditch, God forbid, or.
They're hid.
So among those people, your mother. So we should definitely investigate if we can.
We do have a basement. Maybe they're all hiding in the basement.
I sure hope so.
If they'd been knocked on the head, they wouldn't be able to respond, and they weren't. They were there. She said so. It's alright. Tomorrow. Tonight.
Yeah. Super good at perception.
Oh, if we got distracted. Oh, no, never mind.
Okay, you're kind of having this conversation as you're walking. Rory, you're keeping an eye on the landscape, having a look around, and there we go. And as you kind of peer around you, all you can really see is this broken, blackened landscape around you. The odd burnt-out, petrified tree, and those greenish clouds that appear to be hovering in the air, quite a distance from you.
Pretty boring.
Don't say that.
I just want to find a safe shelter somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So you continue travelling for a good hour or two before fatigue starts to set in. You haven't encountered anyone, and there's not a lot going on at this point that you can tell. Just trudging along this very, very boring highway downhill. So yeah, you get to the point where you start to feel a bit tired. Your internal clock is fucked because there is no sun, but you start to get the idea that pushing on could be a bad thing. But you can if you want to.
We should probably rest.
Make camp for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should put up the Gary tent.
Do we see any kind of natural protection around?
Make me a perception check.
Yeah, get something. I can't. I'm not in the game yet.
Oh, of course. Let me roll a perception.
My computer is still restarting, and it's being a bitch.
So, perception check.
Perception?
Perception. I was reading persuasion. You rolled a 4. So
Okay.
now you have a look around,
No.
and
no.
realistically,
Okay.
there are a few rock formations jutting out here and there, but there are no. You can't really see any natural caves or anything like that. There are some things that would give you shelter from the wind if there was any.
Well, I was thinking maybe just get something against our back, so we can't be surrounded from all sides very easily.
Hello?
Yeah, we can
Hello?
hear you, Adrian.
Okay.
Sorry, yes.
I was just asking
Go on.
about shelter, so I would roll as well.
Yeah, go for it.
My microphone seems to have randomly decided to not work.
No problems. Okay,
Sucks.
similar. So you both have a look around, and you
Did roll a 2.
you get these. You do see these large kind of rocks that are jutting out of the ground at strange angles. Some of them quite large, almost like the start of what you'd expect a mountain range start to look like. Some of them could provide you a bit of shelter to your back if you wanted to use that.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Any features, any trees, anything like that? Or it's just barren land with
It is.
rocks?
There's the odd boulder here and there. There's the odd dried out petrified tree. The odd bit of hardy scrub brush that is trying to break through the hard ground. A lot of the ground here is hard stone, gravel, dust, and soot. So there isn't a lot of vegetation here, but there's the odd cluster of scrub brush here and there.
Okay. Well, camp in a way that provides us some cover from prying eyes, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a
Better
few
than
hundred
nothing.
feet off the path as you head over towards these rocky outcroppings and pop down the Gary tent. So, pops up.
Was the Gary tent camouflaged? No,
It's
right?
translucent.
Translucent.
Frosted glass.
So we had
is,
like
I think.
tarps and stuff to put over,
Mm.
it,
We
right?
do, yes.
Yeah.
But we don't have one on Hellscape.
No, you do not.
No,
you don't have
don't.
a hell-flavored tarp.
We can just throw sand on it and make it look.
If you do want to try and camouflage the tent, you're welcome to try, but I'll require stealth checks from people. I'll allow 2 stealth checks as people want to stealth their 20-foot
If
wide
only we had a
tent.
rogue.
If only you had a
I'm
rogue.
going for it anyway. I still think it should be
I'll
performance, but go for sand.
Give it a try.
Okay,
Yeah, does not also be
Johanna
survival?
and Ranos. 22 and a 6. So,
I'm helping.
so
I'm
what you
You can put
helping.
the... No, not there.
as Ranos is just kind of grabbing heaps of the soot and gravel from the ground and just kind of sprinkling it over and it's sticking in places, you watch as Johanna's just kind of kicking it up against the side, and there is a very small mound, about 2 inches tall around the base of one side of the tent, while the other one looks relatively okay. Ranos, you kind of go around and you go, no, this is how you do it, and you get a bit of camouflage. It's not great. This is a flat tent. It's like trying to put a pebble on a curved bit of tarp. It just kind of slides off. But you get a little bit of cover.
Maybe it will help from great distances.
You think you've done a very good job.
Nah.
So, what is your watch order, please?
Before we do, we need to have dinner, right?
Of course, yeah, go for it. So,
Cool.
scratch that. You've set up your tent, and you're preparing for the evening. What do you want to do?
I want to put people on half rations for tonight.
Okay.
But Mom,
I have a day and a half worth of food.
Okay.
So if we're on half rations tonight, I can make some in the morning. If we have breakfast early the day after, we can finish it off. Then have half rations for the rest of the day, and then kind of repeat the process.
I think I might have some of my own. Do I not?
I think we were discussing this before everyone turned up, but in total, because of what's in your bags and stuff, there's enough rations for now and for the next long rest. And then you're pretty much going to be out. Because rations, while they last a while, they don't last forever. And you obviously, people have been using them over time.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got about a day and a half worth of rations. Per
oh, I
person.
have 10 steaks with me.
Of course you do.
But
They're the
the
10
other book-
stacks you started with when we
Fine.
started the campaign about a year and a half game time ago. Dried pork lasts well. I don't know if it
Oh,
lasts that long.
Steaks.
Oh, sorry, yes, the steaks. I don't think they're okay either, considering that was before your 6-month break. The bag
Hey,
of colding
they
is
were
good.
in the bag of colding.
The bag of colding is good, it is not a freezer.
Rory is going to say, anybody want to stick any nice spells in my ring?
You need to recharge on
Ray,
already
fire,
have
don't you?
lights?
I'm going to say very nicely. I'm going to see how nicely I say it.
Feel free to make a... you can see he's trying to smile. There's a little bit of what you think it might be a bit of broccoli in one of his teeth, but he seems genuine.
Give me that broccoli!
Broccoli. What?
How many?
It's like,
how much
shit, they
space
know
do you
about my
have left?
stash.
broccoli stash.
How much space
Uh,
do you have left?
Well, see, I can take a second level. I'm going to get rid of Cause Fear. I'm going to cast it on... As a joke, I'll cast it on Jojo on Granos. But, like, drop it after like 6 seconds.
Okay, I'd like you both to make me wisdom saving throws, please. As Rory casts Cause Fear on you.
You better hope I make it.
Okay, Johanna, you're fine, and is Ranos fine? Because your DC isn't that high.
TC is 15.
So
Oh,
Ranos,
shit.
for a second you watch as Rory just turns to you and goes, boo, but as he does so, his face turns ghostly skeletal, and you shit yourself. Before it turns back to normal seconds later. And you think that you may have let a little bit of pee out. Just a tiny bit, but it happened.
Good lord.
I give him a nice pat on the back, and then I throw up on the back. It's okay. It's okay.
I give him a turn.
What, sorry?
A kick in the ass.
Okay.
I accept it. But I can take I don't know how they describe it in game, but not the lowest, but probably second level of spells.
I do
Penultimate
have
level of spell. It's the wrong way around.
See,
blindness, deafness,
I
hold
can
person,
do.
invisibility, and suggestion.
I can give you a level 2 chromatic orb. I can do a misty step, or I can do an enlarge or reduce.
Misty Step would be good.
Yeah.
See, I already have Missy.
Get out of that.
I
Oh,
don't
you
need your Misty
do.
Step, I have
That's
my
cool.
own.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can get your first level shield.
See, yeah, shields.
Stick you a bunch of shields
are-
in there.
Yeah, 2 shields. I already have 1, but 2 shields
Oh.
could make me. At least then I could run in and take be the distraction and then try to protect myself.
Invisibility,
I could give you another healing spell.
dark
Even
vision.
I do like shield
Yeah.
if you have 2 spell slots.
Well, you've got it from 2 sources, so.
Oh yeah.
I can give you one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take 1 from each.
Okay,
I'm
2
a
shield
shield
spells
master.
are into the ring.
Great trade. Thank you all. And I pat Rhinos on the back again.
Death glare.
Evil look.
He just had to make more room in his ring. Something personal.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
just because we're in hell doesn't mean we can't have some fun.
I thought that was very fun for him.
I start casting Gales.
Oh boy.
Just muttering under your breath for like a minute.
It's just some fun, right?
Yeah. So, okay, so you sort out your logistics of spells and stuff like that. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you go to bed?
Who wants me to send messages in the morning? This is a thing we said we wanted, right?
Well, I think your mother would be most important, and
Yeah.
Oh, Mum's okay. Okay.
Kalanetta went to Neverwinter. I
I
think it would
know.
be interesting to know if
I can only do so many. I think. Here's some paper. Write a list. And then we'll try and find
Or
out.
just get through them as we.
she's
Yes.
probably fine. I just want to know if Neverwinter has had the same problem as Waterdeep.
Okay.
Maybe
Well, I can-
try contacting the other Johanna. She'd be in the middle of it. She usually hangs out at the tub.
Kalinetta. And anybody else? What's this face? Oh, what's the name of the guy in charge of Waterdeep?
God Silverhand.
That's the one.
He's probably dead.
He's probably dead, but he might be a prisoner. It's worth trying to find out. Cool. I'll no guarantees when, but I'll do it at some point. But I'm gonna be down spells a lot while I'm here. Just saying.
Okay.
Have a cast? Didn't you pack it at all?
Can I go sleep now?
Sure.
Okay, so what is your watch order, please?
Probably watch order in it. I had to change it slightly because Rory on night skates can only do one watch per night.
Of course. So, I've got the watch order as Nira and Ranos, then Rory and Giovanni, then Zin on his own, and then Zin and Johanna. Is this okay?
Can
Yeah.
we swap?
Is your document?
I wanted to do a shift with Jojo, so I'll take the fourth, and Zin can go to the second.
Okay.
I'll switch it.
Okay, you sort it out amongst yourselves.
Just switch, because okay. Cool, because I take fourth because I need to be up for... Oh yeah, you
Technically, you don't anymore.
No, but it's habit. I know, I probably should be doing the middle
Alright,
of the night one.
I switched it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay then, so first watch. Nira and Rory, can you both give me perception checks, please?
I can do this myself now. I'm back.
Yay. Okay.
I'm too busy. Like, I'm Nira, and that is why stonework is so exciting.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. Yeah,
As you,
real cool.
as you have your enthralling conversation and look around, keeping a watch out through the tent.
I've been doing it over his shoulder this whole time. Just kind of.
Yeah, I'm too ingrained in the conversation.
Every now and again,
Yeah.
you're shut up from Johanna. But
Supposed to be watching, not talking.
nothing eventful happens.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, second watch, which is Zin and Geo. I will roll for Zin. Geo, if you'd like to roll a perception check, please.
Holy shit.
Zin is actually quite perceptive, it's weird. 13. Okay. As Rory and Nira as you leave Rory and Nira take over the watch, it goes by
Just shake him awake.
goes
Watch out.
through relatively uneventfully. You kind of watch as one of those clouds in the sky trying to drops down a little bit in your direction, but it seems to veer off, as if just kind of floats away, which is strange because all the time you've walked here, there's been no breeze. It's just kind of, they seem to be moving almost as if they're of their own accord. But apart
Okay.
from that, not a lot happens.
So I tell Zen. So you see, you have to wet the skin again to sort of get it to stick to the rest of the body.
This is disgusting.
As I
don't know
go
what
to
you're
bed.
talking
And
Stop telling me this.
Yes.
He says, "Have you still got that thing in your bag?" That
I'm
thing
not going to
person
comment
you
on
made.
that.
Okay.
Yes, he's in a bag.
Okay. Is he going to stay in the bag?
As long as there's room for him.
Good.
Yes.
Good night, Gio.
Good night.
Is he in the bag of coaling, or?
I think he's in the
I think
bag.
it-
of gold.
Yeah.
Oh, we should write him in there.
Yeah, you should definitely rhyme in that. Zin has his watch, which is relatively uneventful. Ranos and Johanna, you take the last. I'm going to call it the last watch. I'll have the checks from you, but feel free to have your conversations if you want them. I'm assuming there's a conversation you want to have. Okay. Carry on.
Thank you, Jojo. In Gauntlegrim, you had my back when I wasn't strong enough to let go of that ring. Just wanted to thank you for helping me out there.
I mean, don't worry about it. I have a few more protections, I think, against that. Just don't like sharing.
Yeah, gotta be
We've
worth
gone
something,
through
huh?
that. Yeah. You mean we've been there for us. That's what we do. Mm.
Do you have any inkling about what Char's endgame is here with us involved?
Oh,
I feel like we're kind of stuck in the middle without really knowing what is going on. Feels bad.
It's bad now.
I think there's a lot of darkness worse than her and danger. And the less we know, the less we can be in. You know, the worst. Sorry, I'm not explaining myself. You guys are kind of here for the ride, but I mean, it's just sort of, if ultimate darkness falls, there's no room for shadows. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
You can't have shadows in the deepest night. And that's just trying to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense, yeah. Somehow?
No room for shades of grey when it's all black and white.
Nira just chimes in with this weird dream, like starts snoring again.
But yeah, I mean, with the ring, you were going for it. Just because something tries to take you once doesn't mean you're weak. That's why you surround yourself with others who can support you where you might falter. And you're the best of us, you know? The one who leads all the cogs.
Well, let's see where that will lead us here.
I mean, home. Hopefully this did. Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I really hope your goddess has a good plan here, because we sure don't.
I can commune, but it's not something I want to do in the open without preparation.
Yeah, doesn't sound very wise to do.
I mean, my fallback is, if we run into trouble, we just offer them Giovanni as their new husband.
That's actually not a bad idea, yeah.
Look,
I think you might enjoy it, actually.
I'm not saying he's evil. But I've stopped saying
I'm not saying
he's
he's good either.
I'm saying he likes to learn. And he's not ugly.
Yeah, kind of true.
You know, he's a passing visible appearance. So,
So you're into him, huh?
One day I want to
Okay.
watch Joe
God.
flirt. It'd be just be interesting.
no.
Sorry.
I've seen a lot of bodies. I'm saying his is not a disgusting, bloated, maggoty body. I should probably stop. He might be waking up soon. He might hear me.
Yeah. I don't know. Here. I walk away.
You'll walk away in the tent that you're keeping watch together.
We're in the tent? I thought we were outside.
Okay, probably just outside the tent.
I'll go stretch my legs.
No, don't leave me. I was doing so well in this conversation.
Once I read this book, I'll give you some pointers, alright?
Okay, Ranos.
You too.
As you depart the conversation and you kind of look into the inky darkness around you, well, I say inky darkness, it's not really inky darkness, but it's kind of
Inky twilight.
the dimness of the area. As you kind of scan, you turn around, you do spot something in the darkness, as you see a pair of what appears to be glowing red eyes peering back at you.
How close?
from where you are, it's about 60 feet, maybe. Quite close.
Okay, and I can only see the eyes. Where are they hiding?
As they kind of, as this creature, and you notice the one next to it, and the one next to it, and the one next to it. As you kind of look around, you do a scan of the horizon, you can see half a dozen of these eyes stepping towards you. As out of the shadows, you watch as this hulking dog begins to step out of the shadows towards you. What do you want to do?
I Jenga the badge.
Okay.
Jenga!
I come round the corner. Do I come round the corner? He's not that far away from
Rory
me.
continued sleeping because he doesn't have a badge.
Yes.
I am literally around the corner and he's still trying to
I'll
follow.
go and wake him up then.
Okay then, as
I run yelling back to the tent.
you shout, "Ah!" The rest of you start to awaken as Ranos shouts, "Puppies!" As you all start to come to. As the dogs begin to, you hear the snarl, and they begin to lunge towards you. I'd like everybody to roll me some initiative.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Jesus, Jojo.
Are we rested
Slow
now, or is
guys.
this before we get the
I
rest?
will-
I am
Um,
literally right next to him.
I will say for the purposes of this that you've had your long rest.
Yay.
Damn.
Oh my god. That is awful. But
Yeah.
it's okay.
Okay then, so as I said as part of the one-shot, what we've got now is... Sorry, we have the token backgrounds. And the auras to hopefully help you see what's going on a little bit easier. Obviously
Yes.
You've got the green auras.
They're very nice.
Those of you, if you didn't see the one-shot, green for you guys and your creatures, or your bodgers green, the coin swarms green. Allies will be blue, and enemies red. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to have all of these on the same initiative because it's easier. I'm also going to create another creature so that I don't delete my initiative token as always. So there's another creature at the top in the very corner which you don't care about.
I don't
so-
see their backgrounds.
I
don't
don't
see
see
them?
them.
No.
I see the green ones, but
Bollocks.
I don't see the.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Get the one.
Curses upon me for fucking it up.
2?
3, 4. Wow, that's a lot of them. Okay.
Oh, I've just seen the rest. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Get scored out a bit.
as these creatures step out of the darkness, Ranos, you were investigating the city of Malagard for a while, and you do remember seeing these huge dinner plate-sized paw marks there and every now and again. You think you may have found their crafters. So everyone apart from there's going to be a surprise round for everybody. So for everyone, sorry. The dogs will get a surprise round. Johanna and Ranos, you're in the surprise round. The rest of you four are not. Okay?
Okay.
As you're all still kind of groggily getting up out of the tent. Luckily, all of you wear light armor pretty much. So you don't have to worry about that. So you can have a round kind of waking up of what's going on and grabbing your gear. So, top of the round. Let's put it in a decent order. There we go. Nero, what's your dex modifier?
Nothing.
Zero.
Awesome. So you go down there. Geo, what happened?
Rory wears half light, so
So
you probably
you will
wouldn't
not
be
have-
wearing
I'll
I
help
would
you.
not have
I'm
any
used to helping
armor for
Johanna
this
put
time.
hers on, so I'll help her on.
As it takes a few minutes to don armor. So
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
Rory will be armorless. He will be in his pajamas, which look like stonework.
That's why I sleep in mine.
So, top of the round, Johanna, you're up. As
There's
these,
a feat you can get where you can sleep in armor.
as you watch these half a dozen hellish hounds appear from the murky shadows as Rhinos was walking
Fuck.
away from you.
Oh,
What do you wanna do?
They're all too far away for anything.
I'm attracted by bad compliments.
I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt at the one. This one.
Okay, make me an attack.
And I'm gonna run.
Okay, a 10 does miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
As you fire this bolt of holy energy into the night. Unfortunately, sings past the puppy's ear. Zin doesn't
Fine,
go.
and I'm gonna run. I'm gonna try and see if I can intercept as many of them as I can.
Brave move. All right, Ranos, you're up.
I will. That's also small. I will run up next to Johanna.
Ooh. Okay. And
Just behind her. Inspire her.
okay, Johanna,
That's a bonus.
you're inspired.
Oh, is it the bonus action? Right?
It's a bonus action for inspiration.
And then I will cast the magic missile at.
You have to reroll your one charge because you're at one charge right now.
Oh yeah, how much is that?
So I believe it's
1d4 plus 1.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 1. Thank you.
That's.
That's 1d41. As the wand of magic missiles glows with overcharge. You're now at 6 charges.
I will spend 3
Not bad.
at the top leftmost one.
This one? Or this one, sorry.
This doggy here.
That doggy. As you turn around, you fire the wand of magic missiles. You point it out and realize it's like doesn't do anything. You shake it like a come on, yeah, and
The flashlight.
it wakes up and spits out like 5 charges and deals 16 points of force damage to the creature in question. Is that everything?
That's all I can do.
Okay, and these creatures are now going to converge on your location. We have one go to there. Let's move to there. We have to do some magic stuff here soon. This doggy is going to come up here. This doggy is going to come up to here. This doggy is going to come up to here. I don't think the other ones are in range. Nope. And these two are going to head over towards the tent. Apologies for this. Why am I not doing that way? There we go. Okay, so we're going to get 3 of them attack against Johanna. And now these creatures have got a bit closer, out of the shadows in which they were stood, you kind of get a better look at them. And they look a little bit like this.
Yeah.
These huge canine entities with glowing eyes and almost like a glowing maw, as they're going to go ahead and make some strikes against you, Johanna. So we're going to make 2 bites. Did that doggy not get close enough? You need to go there. Okay, so make 3 bite attacks. Left one is going to make 2 bites, both with advantage. Both miss. Then another 2 bites with advantage. Ooh. That's 2 crits. Luckily, you're crit immune.
Crit.
But they both hit, dealing.
The second with advantage. Yeah, sorry.
They both have advantage because of pack tactics.
Cool.
So you take first 11 points of piercing damage and 6 points of fire damage, and then another 11 points of piercing damage and 10 points of fire damage. So that is a total of 17,
minus 10.
28, 38 points of damage.
I found it 61.
So,
And then the last one is
Jesus.
going to make 2 strikes. 19 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, as a 28 does hit, as you take another 15 points of piercing fire damage.
Shh. That's fine. I can take it.
Nathan has broken the system. Just rolling nat 20.
I know. Why can't I do this normally? Just a
I am
crashing
below
counter.
my level of health now. Half
Okay,
my health.
these so that it is my turn. So top of the round, Johanna, you're up again, as you're surrounded by very angry puppers. And then I'll do Zin. From Ranos, you're on deck.
Shut up. There. Apple. Cool. Let's go with that. Let's cast on Spirit Badgers.
Spirit badgers.
If they're
Okay.
gonna pack me, I'm gonna pack them right back.
Nice. 15 foot will give you a yellowish aura.
Yeah, dash at level 3.
Everyone see that all right?
Yeah.
No, you need to see it for us.
Of
Make
course
it-
not. Why does this game hit me? There we go. Okay. I'd like.
There we go.
Can you just post the spell for me?
It's when they
I
start
think
their
it's when they
turn.
start, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to, that's fine. So when they start on the next round, they will do some stuff.
I go before them.
You do. Okay. Is that your turn?
No, that's my action. As my bonus action, I'm gonna do a Spirit Blade because it's the only bonus I have that's worth anything. There isn't a healing spell because I haven't got any bonuses. Why can't I see it? There we go.
Make it a leash.
Okay. Where would you like to spawn your spiritual weapon?
The one that's okay. I'm gonna go at this one here to try and hit it before they go into the pen.
Okay. Let's make a little divine weapon.
So you say it's like a collar, but with the spikes on the inside?
It
So
does.
like tries to wrap around.
It does. It goes down over their head and chokes their throat, and then up.
It's one of those choker leashes.
Okay, you spawn a choker leash next to Papa 5, and if
No.
you roll damage, because 26 does strangely hit. Okay, as you deal 11 points of force damage as you hear a yell as the leash wraps around Papa 5. Okay. Zin's
I
turn.
think she was actually going for the top one.
Yeah, but whatever.
I will swap it around. 11. Add 11. Minus 11. Leash. Away! No, not the dog. Just the leash. Just the leash. Bad boy. There. Why is my life so hard? Okay. Is that you done?
And then I'm gonna,
Hannah?
and then I'm gonna shout at people.
Okay. Zin,
Get up,
wearing
you ass.
nothing more than the Cloak of Displacement, runs out with weapons in hand. He will rage. And he's going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against the same creature that is currently leashed. So he's going to make that. And I think he just does 2 of those.
Yeah, it does.
You people in your fancy sheets. Back in my day, we had pen and paper. That's 21.
I still
and that's-
have pen and paper for all my IRL games.
There we go. Makes
It's the
my
best way
life-
to do it.
Yeah.
I don't play any IRL games. I don't have any French.
Oh, honey.
Did he bonus action rage?
He did the bonus action
Yeah, he
rage, yes. So I'm going to put. He's raging in nothing more than the Displacer Cloak.
Did he reckless?
He didn't reckless.
Ugh, that's so like him.
Because he forgets his abilities, like me. So he makes 2 strikes and deals 37 points of piercing damage. It's just matted fur flying everywhere that's slowly burning up in the atmosphere. Okay, Ranos, you're up.
I will pull out the mandolin and cast Cure Wounds on Johanna.
Okay. Johanna, you heal.
X amount.
X.
Drum roll.
X healing. Come on. Come on, boy. You're a roll manually.
Yeah.
Apparently, the cure dog is feeling shy. Okay, Rory, you're on
3d8
deck.
plus 4? By casting ability modifier.
What level is it?
I think that's at 3rd level. So, Johanna, you regain 12 points of Healy health compared to Healy damage.
I will inspire Zin and bravely run away.
Okay.
It's a retreat. You're not running away.
Retreat!
That's why it's brave.
Okay. Rory in your rookie pajamas. You're up next. Nira, you're on deck.
Am I prone?
I'll say for the purposes of the surprise round, you were getting up. So you're up.
Okay,
You
so
have your hammer in hand, but that's about
And
it.
also your weapon.
Yeah. Filling in for John.
What's the lighting? Like,
It is dim light.
cool. So 35 feet.
Sounds good.
I
Yeah,
will
obviously
go
you have
to
come out of
here.
it, that's it.
Okay. I wanna. Sorry, I'm just one. Sorry, I should have checked this before I did this check time on
That's
Hunter's
okay.
Mark. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna hit them hard with my hammer. Twice.
Awesome. Okay, the bottom one?
Yeah.
Okay, they both hit. Roll damage.
Ooh, both there.
15.
20 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam them with your hammer, and then remember you have a weapon. As you deal 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Is that your turn?
I will. You know what? The one facing me,
Yep.
I'm gonna go. You're the shit dog. As I'm gonna use a blood curse of mutual suffering.
Okay.
And
what's
I'm
the
going to
save on that?
amplify.
Oh, it's not saved, does it? It just does it.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm gonna amplify it.
Nice.
So I take. Ooh. I only take 1 point of damage.
Nice. Okay. On this one, this pupper here is going to run up towards Ranos.
They all
It's
take
gonna-
3
they'll all
Bad dog,
take their
bad
damage.
dog.
So they all need to make their wisdom saves. So I need to make 4 wisdom saves. They all fail and all take 15 points of radiant damage. As the
Ooh.
spirit badgers of what you notice that they are shadow badgers, but they have a bit of a glow to them, like a sheen. They don't seem quite as evil
Nice.
as before, but they all take 15 points of radiant damage. This pupper is going to run up to you, Ranos, and make 2 bites. 14 and 16 to hit.
14 misses and 16 I will cutting words.
Okay, roll me your D whatever. Get a 1, get a 1. Get a
10
1,
now,
get a
I
1,
think.
get a 1, get a 1. Damn. Okay, as he bites out, you move to the side, you go, bad dog, and misses.
Just
Okay,
kind of slap it on the nose. Stop.
stop it. No.
Rolled up newspaper.
Okay, this doggo, both of these doggos here, next to Zin and Rory, they are not going to go in for a bite attack. As you watch as that that hot red maw begins to glow with flame, as both of them expel jets of fire, cones of flames in your direction. I need Rory
I did not
to
plan
make
for this.
2 dexterity saving throws, and Zin to make 2 dexterity saving throws. And Zin has advantage, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So Zin passes.
Yeah, for some reason, my Watch 20 has died. But
Am I affected behind them?
It is a 15-foot cone, so you feel your back get a bit warm, but you're okay.
Big question is, does it hit the tent at all? Does it hurt the tent?
Oh, it hits the tent.
No!
As the,
You're
as
in the tent. Just Bestie the tent.
the
Bestie the
tent
point.
is magical to a certain degree, though it is
I mean,
not
I can put the flames
indestructible.
out, but
okay, so
Is it-
I'll be-
What about magical fire degrees?
You have no idea. You never asked Garius what his heat resistance factor was.
I mean, I was gonna close it down as soon as everybody get out of it, but
Okay, so Zin takes 7 and he takes 17 points of damage, and
Okay, I've opened in my page now again.
no problems. Nero, you're up next. Okay,
Yep.
so you fail and you succeed. So you take 14 and 24 points of damage, as does one of the puppers. He takes 10 points of damage. That's necrotic. As
No, he has to hit me with a weapon.
oh, is it weapon
attack.
strike? Okay, no problems. You are slightly crispy, and your pajamas go up in flames. I'm sorry, they're gone. You are now in your
Yeah, no,
underwear.
does
Yes.
that technically not count as a breath weapon?
I'm taking 1 point of psychic damage
You
for
can see
that.
me in all my glory.
Yeah,
As
psychic
everyone
damage.
takes 2 points of psychic damage as Rory tries to dance his pecs. And they're not real pecs, they're like fake pecs from the gauntlets, as like implants.
No. Ragnar gets a nice view at the cheeks.
If you realised he's actually wearing a man thong. The tent.
Full view of both of you.
The edge of the tent
We truly are in hell.
does start to catch a flame.
Mm.
So I'm going to put a little fire on the map.
How about you don't?
How about we don't do that?
There we go, little fire. It's not a lot right now, but left unkept.
Can I see that from the inside?
Oh yeah, you can see the smoke, because you do have a translucent tent. Now we have to kill Johanna. So we're going to make 6 bite attacks, all with advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so...
One of them
3
hits me.
hits. 3 hits. They have advantage.
Which one?
So we have, we get...
Miss.
So
That one hits.
27, 22, and 22.
Yeah, actually, yeah, sorry.
So that's right. So you take 12 plus 18, 27 plus 34, 39 points of piercing fire damage as these gaping maws of flame pierce down into your flesh. I need you to make me 3 constitution saving throws as well for spirit badges.
Okay, babies. Constitution, with advantage.
You have advantage on all of your checks.
Yes.
So that is a fail already. So unfortunately, spirit badges do fail.
Wait a minute. No, she's
Oh,
fine.
can I use
It's
my
half the
inspiration?
damage or 10, whichever's higher. The
As you've
first
got to
attack
9.
for that would have... But that's only...
I think
That's
the
only
minimum-
6.
I think the minimum check is 10.
Or no, it is 10. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Can I use my
trying.
inspiration?
You can.
Yes.
Hey!
One d10.
I am pretty sure that 1d10 over that I'm gonna get it.
I mean, yeah, as long as you get 1. So you do
Well, yeah.
succeed your first check, you have another 2 to make.
I know, but I'm not gonna use it for anything else.
But you were the inspiration was inspiring.
Yeah,
23
23.
succeeds.
Come on, baby.
And
22.
22
Yeah.
succeeds. Spirit badges remain strong. Okay,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nira, you're up.
I just need to not
Okay.
die now.
So, put out the tent with prestidigitation, because I can stuff fires
Okay, that is an
with
action.
that. That's fine. I just don't want the tent to burn.
Okay, you wake up and you're, oh my god, there's flames, and you're, yeah, and it disappears.
Yeah. Stop.
The flame disappears.
Stop. And do I know if I collapse the tent now, would we pop out of it or would we be stuck in it?
You've never tried.
We've never tried. Alrighty then.
However, it could be very funny.
Yeah,
If you
Probably
run out,
action
all
anyway,
we'll
right?
lose is Giovanni.
that's fair.
He's handsome.
Okay.
I said he
opening
wasn't
then.
ugly. That's not the same thing.
Oh, it's just a lot of dogs. Okay. I really should have been ready for this. I'm sorry. Let's see. I mean, I
Bonus
can't really do
action.
anything. I can't do anything as a bonus action.
You missed your step.
Good.
Oh, wait.
Just pop away over here or something.
Get out into the
You come away.
Actually, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's see. I can get
30 feet.
yeah. So literally anywhere else.
You can get to your hammer.
Mhm.
I wouldn't though.
Mm.
I'd go up like here somewhere. Somewhere just around the corner.
Then I won't have a good view of the battlefield.
The
Let's
tent
see.
is translucent, remember.
Yeah, but still, can't shoot through the tent.
I mean, you can try.
You can move and then move back again.
So, where to?
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Do that.
How far was the? I lost my spot.
There you
Thank
go.
you. There we go.
Okay. Is that you done?
Thank you. Yeah, that was pretty much everything.
Okay. Giovanni, you kind of look around, you're the only one in the tent, everyone else has run away.
Uh,
You could go back to
Yes.
sleep.
Oh,
It's
that
an
would be
action.
nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
But as
Is it
I
not my
misty step
moment
away from the
to-
tent, I'm like, don't forget to collapse the tent.
Is it half my movement to stand up?
We'll say for the purpose of this, like a different Rory, you are fully stood up.
Okay. I'm running out here, and I'm going to Steel Wind Strike.
Okay.
All,
spell.
all but the last one up here,
Okay.
because it's a 5 target one.
Make your attack. I forget how the spell works.
It's
You gotta make
5,
You attack
five
each creature.
5 attacks. Yeah.
Yep. Make some strikes.
So clockwise.
Okay. They all
Starting
hit.
from- or counter-clockwise. They all hit.
They all hit.
that's
They only have
nice.
15 AC.
Nice.
Roll me some damage.
Get him.
Fucking hell, that spell, man. Oh god. So,
So starting from this one, and then
29.
this one, and ending on this one.
31,
That's alright.
And then-
28,
That makes me end up here.
32,
Ah,
36.
here.
Oh, they're alive! But as
Yeah.
you hear, one sec.
I'm handsome.
You didn't hear, unfortunately.
No.
But you know it anyway.
One sec.
Yeah, he knows it. He knows.
He thinks that all I did with you wasn't ugly. It's not the same thing.
Okay, there's a gust of wind as you hear, kind of, Giovanni disappears and you hear as he teleports around the battlefield, landing next to the doggos. As he does so, slashes and fur just fly around everywhere as the dogs burst out with bleeding, but they're still alive. They look very annoyed, like really annoyed.
Save me.
Okay, Johanna, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna bonus action first with the leash thing against the one Sin's fighting.
Go for it. Make your attack.
Because that means then he could help me. That's not the right one. That's the wrong spell. No. I have 2 things called spirit something, and it's hard to find.
I can imagine. Okay, that is a miss, unfortunately. As the leash tries to grab the doggo, but fails.
Even if it's flanking against it. No, okay. I'm joking, yeah, okay. Then I am going to try and... I don't know, do I use a spell or do I use an ability to get some health back? Let's try and use my fancy thing again, because then I can see if I can get myself some health. So I need them to make...
Do you remember, I believe you can transfer to someone else, not to yourself.
Nope, I know, I was just hoping. Let's go and... Yeah, because it's all about not me, isn't it? Let's go and just... I'm really mad. I can't heal enough just to go and... I'm just going to go and stab one.
Go for it.
Anything I heal, they'll probably eat me again anyway.
That hits as you guys stab
Sweet.
out towards the center one.
It's that one, plus I'm finished. I have another one, plus that.
Okay. As you pierce out with the obsidian
18.
longsword, right down the gullet of the doggo in front of you, as it yelps and expires.
Yes!
As you gain 1d4 temp HP.
Yes!
Okay, is that your turn?
Yes. With my bonus action, I'm going to growl at the other 2.
They growl back. Zin is going to do what Zin do good. And make 2 strikes. Dealing 17 and 12. They get 1 each, which is just enough to vanquish both of them. Just
Nice.
finishing off steel wind slash damage from Giovanni. Just shredding the other 2 into nothingness. They're not very happy. Okay, and then, there's movement. He's going to move over towards here. Ranos, you're up.
My roll 20 is dying. Give me a second, please.
No problems.
I just realised I was muted. Rory turns around and sees that Zin and Giovanni have basically stolen his kill and is very annoyed.
Again.
curses in Dwarvish.
I will
I understand that.
heal.
Tall people.
I do too.
What is going on with? I wanna. Can someone press my healing word button, please? I can't access.
I'm sure I'll
Healing
press
word
your
button.
buttons for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I can if you want.
That's right, I'm already there. Kind of there. Not there. Nearly there. Wrong bit. Oh my god, healing word. What level?
Second.
On whom?
Oh wait, no.
The
I'm
only
sorry.
one
I
who's
don't
missing is
understand chronic.
HP. So, Johanna.
Okay, Johanna, you take 9 points of healing damage.
9.
9.
Okay, and what about
And
your full
as a-
action?
As my full action, I would like to use 2 charges of the wand and fire on one of the dogs attacking Jojo. The one that looks the most hurt.
Okay, so that does take you down all of your charges. It's 13
Down
points of
to
damage.
one, yeah.
As you do manage to vanquish another dog. Arr! And are you in a position where you can roll a d20, or would you like me to roll for you? Roll for him.
You just rolled
Somebody
it
roll one.
there.
Oh, there it goes. Sorry. Okay, the wand does not break.
I have there's 6 charges. I used 3.
Oh, you did use 3, didn't you? Sorry, you're right. My mistake. Because you got 6 back. You got, yes, it had 1 plus 5 minus 3 minus 2. I can do maths, guys. Okay, is it, that is your turn, I'm assuming. Rory, you're up.
Rory's gonna come down here. Alright. Hey, Johanna! And it's gonna, I'm gonna steal your kill instead. As he goes for 2 strikes.
Okay, go for it. Question though, Johanna. Does your spirit badges affect Rory? Does he have to take damage? You do. That one of the first one does hit Rory.
It didn't start his turn in, so it doesn't matter.
I think it's if you enter it during your turn.
I will say yes, but he's just gonna get like a rash or something
Okay,
if he fails.
Rory,
First
as you
round.
walk through the swirling maelstrom of spiritual badges, as you're walking, you feel a slight gnawing sensation on your ankle, and there is one tiny radiant badger just nibbling on you, and you take 1 point of damage. Radiant damage.
Ah!
Oh, damn.
Oh, I'm so tempted as Rory just to go down unconscious from that. Yeah,
Third
he goes-
rabies.
Okay.
And then he has some movement on that side. Let me see how much he has. Just there. He has 10 feet of movement. So he is, after seeing what it could do, it's going to go on to the other side of him.
Okay.
Just roll me damage.
So,
13 points
I'm
of
not ready.
damage. Okay.
Yeah.
As the doggo watches as Rory follows around, kind of watching you as you go, one of those large badgers just smacks him across the side of the face, and the dog just twirls on its hind legs and he's gone.
Bitch.
That's my kill.
The
Oh,
last
kill.
one is going to make its breath attack against Ranos
Not
and
against the tent.
Zin and the tent.
Get away from
Ranos,
the
I need
tent.
you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Can he get into
Zin
the
fails.
fire
Zin
to
takes
protect the
20 points of damage.
Does Zin fail because he's trying to get in the way of the tent so the tent doesn't catch on fire?
Let's go with that. Ranos, you succeed and you only take 10 points of fire damage. And the tent begins to burn once
Damn
more.
it, you! I told you to collapse it when you got out of it.
Little ball of fire, just there.
Ah!
Just one of the front flaps, it's just smouldering. And with that, Doggo would go and run away.
Ooh,
Um,
we don't.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, Doggo aren't very smart. And
Takes the
Yeah, it
opportunity.
did. as it turns to run, Zin just
Ah,
and as it turns to run, Zin just plunges both of his swords into cross motion, pinning the doggo in place as it lets off a final yelp as it drops down. As the creature falls limp to the ground, boing, Rhinos pokes his butt. And
Kebab!
Zin just kind of gives you a pity nod, almost like, you did good, you did good. As you turn to look at him, you kind of look him up and down and realise that he's still wearing just the displacer cloak. And you see what you want to see. I'll let you have that in your mind's eye.
Just pixels. Complete, like, clowns and pixels.
Also, yeah,
Alright.
Rory's only in a thong right now.
Oh wow.
So pixels.
The Rocky thong?
it's just
It's,
a string of pebbles.
It's a leopard print.
You know what? I believe it.
Is that why dwarves are so grim all the time? Because they got coarse underwear?
That might be the point.
It's like, sand in the
fire back up.
system. At the beach.
Putting the fire back out.
Okay, you go over.
I'm
you,
going back in the tent. I'm going back to sleep.
You go away and you manage to put the fire out. My bloody cat. Apparently, just completely breaking what's going on. Apparently, my cat had tried to jump up onto the windowsill, failed miserably, and just scratched all down the wall. Fucking animals.
Good thing you're moving out soon, huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's great. I sold the house, so it's not mine anymore. Okay, so in terms of this, because this is pretty much at the end of your rest, you kind of have gone through your long rest already. So you can have a short rest before getting up, but you cannot have another long rest, unfortunately.
I'll do my song.
Feel free to do yourselves a short rest. It's 8:30 now, so we're going to take a very quick break. So if you want to sort your character sheets out, do your long rests, do your short rests, whatever you need. Do remember, as part of your long rest, you can regain half of your hit die nowadays. Rather than the full amount. And that is... I'm just going to do one more for him. So all of the hit die that Zin just got back, he just spent.
So does it mean always 5?
So for you guys, it'll always be 5 at this level, yes.
Okay.
So every long rest, you gain 5 hit die back.
Yeah. So I've
Everything
always
is
been...
plus 3.
Everyone gets a +3 to the healing. Apart from that, we're going to take a 5-minute break here. So I'll be back momentarily. I'm going to go and inspect the damage on the masonry, or plasterboard, and we'll be back soon.
That's one hell of a cat.
Yeah, just through the bricks. It isn't even made of bricks.
Mine doesn't do that. I'm glad mine doesn't do that.
It's because he's not very good at jumping, because he's got a bad paw. He's got nerve damage in one of his paws, so he can't jump properly. And he's clumsy as fuck anyway.
Oh.
So he's like one of those cats that goes to jump for something and completely misses it.
Apart from he does it onto my bedside table and then pushes everything off of the bedside table. A few nights ago, it was about 4 AM when I was scrabbling in the bin next to my bed trying to find my glasses. Anyway, enough stories about Dr. Watson. We'll be back momentarily. Cheers.
10, 20, 30,
Do I get...
6.
Did we spend an hour on combat just now?
We had a little bit before that.
No,
Do we need to
we
restart?
only started at quarter past.
Yeah, okay.
That too.
Okay. +3, so 76.
We were waiting on more people to get here.
Do I have any long-lasting spells?
Cool.
Before a short rest, sorry.
What a miss.
A lot of silence.
My favourite. Okay.
So what's the damage?
It's fine. They're tiny little nicks in the plaster. It's nothing. Already got halfway up with his front paws, but because he can't pull himself up, he's scrabbled to go with his back paws on the wall. It's a fucking stupid cat.
Yeah.
But that's what we
My
got
cat likes to scratch up the leather couch, so it's a bit worse.
I had a leather bed. I still do, but it's more like a shredded bed.
A leather bed.
It was like a leather cover. It wasn't like full leather because that'd be really uncomfortable and really bad in summer. It's like,
And really cold in winter.
yeah, I love a cold bed though. It's amazing. Best kind.
When you first get into it, maybe, but now when you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, but getting into a cold bed and then slowly warming it up on a winter's night, oh, it's amazing. Not so much when it's hot. It's not that hot today actually. It's only about 21, which isn't too bad at all.
You're muted, Danny.
I have a question.
I have many answers.
Cool. It says that I can make 30 gallons. Do the gallons appear with the water, or is it just kind of?
I mean,
It's just water.
you can you can make a cube of 30 gallons of water, or you can make rain,
Or is it just a lake of?
or you can kind of control it and fill up water tins.
Well, no, it's
Yeah.
create food and water.
Oh.
So
You can refill water skins with that.
So I just didn't know if the food comes on the road, or where does the
Water
water?
just splashes on the ground.
Yeah, it just starts raining 30 gallons
Yeah,
of
that's
water.
the question. Because I assume it has to come in.
For the sake of logistics, you can make 30 gallons of water worth of water into water skins and 3 dozen sandwiches of various fillings.
It says
Various breads. You
40
can have white bread. You can have,
45 pounds. 45 pounds.
that's a
worth
lot of
food, enough
that's
to
a
feed-
lot of sandwiches.
That's a lot of
It's enough-
sandwiches.
It says it's enough to feed 15 people for the day.
It's a buffet table of sandwiches.
That's
Well,
yeah.
we have Zin, so it's about.
Yeah, you got Zin
Yeah.
and Rory.
Okay,
Um,
I need to see
Yeah.
how many. I have like one.
How hot is it in Ireland?
It was like 24, 25 degrees, say.
It's not too bad. We hit 30 a few days ago. That was horrible.
It's just,
One.
it's so warm. I can't deal with it. It's why I currently look like I belong in Geordie Shore wearing a white beater.
Nice. I can't see
Yeah.
you. I'm slightly
when I
bad
went
for
to
that.
Ireland, it was like
I can't
18
do
degrees in August.
conversions, so
most.
none of this makes any
It was
okay.
very nice.
We should really use Fahrenheit for Freedom Day, but just for Kate's
Yeah.
benefit.
Oh, it's the warmest summer in Ireland in like 40 years.
Really? It's
Yeah.
24 is 75 for UK.
Okay, that's not. Oh my god, y'all are complaining. The
We
high
don't have
fermentation-
air
It's not
conditioning
Alabama
and
level,
we're
huh?
super humid.
Yeah, we
We'd
have.
like to
It's
find-
currently 60% humidity here where I am, but I have a very nice air conditioning unit.
So we don't have air conditioning.
I
I
can't.
mean, there are in our work buildings, luckily, but it's not like it's in the
Yeah,
house.
our humidity's at 63 too. So
My office air conditioning hasn't worked for 2 months. It's amazing.
I mean,
It's
my
really hot.
thing is, whenever people say we complain, it's like, yes, but if you have go to the Antarctica, you'll say it's cold. If you go to Australia, you say it's just relative to what you're used to throughout your life, and what the build, the architecture, and
Exactly.
all of that.
It's, yeah.
I'm sure if
It's
it dropped
also-
to 35 in Alabama, you'd probably be pretty chilly. That's just a normal winter's
Yeah.
day for us. It's 2 degrees to us.
Oh god, that's not cold
Jesus.
at all.
I know, that's fucking scarf. That's like short and t-shirt weather.
You see, I just don't like a pair of jeans. You don't need a jumper to like under -6 or something.
Exactly. If you've not been cycling and had like your frost forming on your gloves as you cycle, it's not been cold. And wait for a Canadian to turn up and tell me how wrong I am. But anyway, we're all back. Let's stop being British and talking about the weather and continue with the story. So,
I'm making breakfast. I need to have everybody's water bottles empty.
Okay.
Water.
So you all wake up after your long rest, having fought some potentially hellish hounds.
I'll inspect the bodies.
Make me an investigation check. You will sit down, you have a rest while your Hannah prepares breakfast, takes your water bottles, water skins, fills them up. What the fuck?
That's literally as high as you can possibly roll.
Okay, let me
That
get a
is
random
great.
loot table up. You investigate the hellhounds. Unfortunately, they are dogs, but
You
somehow
investigate the shit out of them.
you
Get
find
the hell
one
out
of
these
them
hounds.
seems to have a wallet, which has 200 gold pieces in it.
Oh, I wasn't
Really
looking
weird.
for loot.
But you can harvest the creatures if you want. They have like this dark matted fur that's still warm to the touch, and you can tell, as you've seen before, they have these they have fire glands as well for producing fire. So, no, go away, Malwabites. I don't care about you.
That could be useful.
So they
So
could
if
be
I step
used.
on their bellies, will they shoot out kind of like an air mattress?
Yes.
Pump?
A couple of them, you get a few little embers and stuff, but it's more like a big bellows.
Yeah.
But with that roll of with the 35, you can successfully harvest 5 fire. What's the word I'm looking for?
Glands.
Glands.
Alright, I'll
5
take it.
hellish fire glands, and you have the fur. The fur remains still warm to the touch. Could make an amazing pillow.
On a really badass coat.
Or really
help
bad.
me.
I mean, there's enough here because these dogs are quite large. Like I said, these paws are the size of like plates. The tokens on the screen didn't really give them much.
Yeah, hellhound coats. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Someone give me a hand,
Clothing.
please.
Is that money? Can I have the money?
You do get
There's
200
no
gold.
These are dogs. There's no money.
What
I
about a
want
wallet?
the money.
Don't know how.
He ate someone.
He
that
ate
had
someone with a
200
wallet
gold.
and then kept the wallet.
I shake him down.
So, 200 gold, 5 fire glands, and I will give you. I have no idea. We're going to give you 5. What's 5 pounds in kilograms? Why don't I just give you
Sounds
kilograms? You get 3 kilograms of. That's quite a lot. 3 kilos of hell hide fur.
Sounds like we're
Let me
talking
write it down.
drugs.
Yeah, it's going in your bag, not mine.
Yeah.
3 kilo
Rory-
hellhound fur.
Hellhound fur, 5 fire glands, 200 gold. And a picture of some
Rory-
puppies in that wallet as well. You monsters.
Do we put the fire
Oh.
glands in the back of Colding? I guess, right? Little organs.
The fire
So,
glands
kind
and
of
fur should
floppy.
probably go in.
Yeah, anything
Yeah.
squishy.
Let's not do it like we did it with the Hydra skin. Just let it sit for a month.
That's why at least we have a colding bag so it can.
Could I-
Did someone write down the money?
I did.
So, Nero, you cut out there. Try again?
Can I use Presto to dry the fur out?
Yeah, you can prepare the fur,
Can I
you dry
clean
it
it a
out.
little
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
it's not all bloody and.
while
Gross.
Ranos
Thank
is removing it, finding the wallet halfway through the skinning process, you're kind of just drying the stuff out as it's got like a conveyor belt
comes off.
going, like a little production line,
Yeah.
as you
Yeah.
harvest
As
these
it comes
creatures.
off, I'm just slowly, like a blow dryer, just kind of.
Well, once that is done, do I see on the horizon any movement, any other creatures lurking about?
Make me another perception check.
Okay.
We should probably get moving, guys, in case more
Yeah.
of these hounds show
And,
up.
when they're doing that, Rory's gonna go and look at their tracks and check their smell and stuff and begin tracking them in case there's any more nearby.
Okay,
It basically means he can't be surprised by them anymore.
no problems. Okay, you go around,
Nice.
you see their paw prints, and you do recognise them from as very similar to the ones that you found in the ruins of Malagard. Apparently, these creatures have like a wide territory, from what you can tell, or they've been following you. You can't tell. It's difficult to tell. But you get
If
an
they got there
idea of their
before we did, then we're
patterns.
following them.
Jeff, I've been followed by these adventurers. It's because you took that wallet. Nah. Anyway, so yeah, you keep
They
an
were
eye out.
another D&D party of just hellhounds.
There was a group of D&D. There was a D&D party that got cursed with a polymorph spell and become hellhounds, which wouldn't work. But anyway, Ranos, you kind of have a look around, and apart from those clouds in the sky that seem to be just lazily moving around in the distance, you don't catch any movement.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get
However
going.
many Yeah,
I
however
think
many
that's
bottles.
left 10.
Sorry, however many bottles of water you think you have, they are all full.
Okay, everyone has a full water skin.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if anything in
Nice.
your water skin says you have like 3, they're all full. If you say you have 1, you have 1 full. They're all full. We've all been eaten. I'm
Nice.
going to send a message while we're just resting to Johanna.
Okay, roll me a d20 while I do time calculations. Yep. That does go through. So,
Yes.
what do you send for your message?
Trapped in hell, finding a way out.
What
Is-
happened?
What happened? Is everyone yours? Wait, I've lost it. Is everyone okay? I forgot how many.
You get 20 to 25.
What happened? Is everyone okay? I've got to 11, so we've got 9 more words.
Talk soon. XO. XO.
Shut up.
XO is a letter each. It's a word each.
Send the name of the dude.
What's the name of?
Grim's Scythe Piano Man
Arundel Grimscythe.
is your enemy.
Okay, Arundel Grimscythe is enemy. Keep safe, fuck shit up.
Okay.
Help us get out of hell!
A few moments later, yes, Dawn Scythe, that's correct. A few moments later, you receive a not quite garbled message, but almost staticky. You get the message back. It says, "Good to hear. Bit busy, fending hordes of undead in city. Talk later."
XO.
XOXO. Send Y.
Sad
Okay.
face emoticon.
Feels bad, man.
So it turns out the undead are in the Waterdeep.
What?
The
Dead.
undead are in Waterdeep.
Well,
I,
in that
I
case,
had nothing to do with it.
we really should get
Oh.
going.
And she does to end. She, at the very end of the message, she does also state to you, Xanthus behind this.
Okay, I repeat
We
that.
recognize the
And
name, right?
this. That's
We do
the
recognize
witch, right?
the name.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
the
very
fucking
familiar name
witch.
to you.
That
Didn't
was
we-
the witch that had the book.
The
We
lich
have
that
the
had
we have a
the-
book of his, right? I have
had.
that written down.
You had.
We gave it back to the porter.
Oh, good. Well, we should probably message them and tell them about
Yes, Vala.
Which
Vala
which
should know
order?
it.
Vala.
it.
Which order did you
This
give
other
to?
cool order of, I think they're called Blood Hunters,
Blood hunters.
and they fight the undead.
Trained since birth
Yeah,
to childhood.
I kind of know what a blood hunter is, but
Uh,
obviously
Do
they give
you?
it to the best blood hunters.
well, we did. They
gave it
operate
to
out of
Oliver
the
Reed.
garden.
We gave it to Vala. Vala's kind of the best blood hunter there
I don't know
is.
what's the order actually called.
It's called the Order of the Ghost Slayer.
Oh.
Ghost Slayer.
You would have learned.
The
this
Ghost
at your time.
Slayers. Ah, they're the worst.
Really?
Yeah.
They help
What's
us
your
out
order
a lot.
called? Again.
Like, obviously, the profane souls are the best. Like,
The what?
There's
I mean-
no
What?
the profane souls.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds much better, right?
Right. the order of the hunters. As we are the hunters, but yeah, they're the ghost slayers. Man, they're not great. Then there's the Lycans way far away. Do not anger them. They're not good at all. And then as I try to think what the last one is.
Mutant.
Mutant. Oh, mutant. Do not go to one of their parties. That's a bad idea.
Okay.
Cool.
have a history with this lich individual, and they sit on top of his lair pretty much, and he might want it back, so they're in danger. And they're quite powerful. Not as powerful as you, of course, wink. But still, we should...
They helped us out.
I
They
guess
literally brought me back to life.
Yeah.
So, as far as I'm concerned, they are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
they're helpful.
So
I
can
can send a
we
message to
do
Vala
another-
now.
Yeah, I might want to give them a
Best.
heads up.
If anything, they'll want to join the fight. Just hope they are not going to be falling for their tricks again.
Wait, 1, 2,
Now, I'll be honest. Blood hunters, they're not all as nice as I am of volunteering my
Oh, they weren't nice at all. They were just...
goods. They were. Most blood hunters want to be paid if they're going to be doing something.
Well, if it's for the good of the whole fucking world,
Yeah, they were very
kind of what
insistent.
they're
on it.
designed for.
Yeah.
They're a bit more altruistic over there, it seems.
Like,
At least when it comes to their mortal enemies.
Yeah, I mean, Vala wants to be paid for.
Can we walk while we
honest
talk,
services.
please?
We are.
We're walking while we're talking.
Packed up the
Good.
tent. Everything's good.
Good.
What do you think I keep falling over? I keep sending messages.
I've got my hand on your arm. Don't worry.
Thank
You're
you.
good.
Do you want me to send another one to Vala? I'm going to lose. I can do a full. I can raise my sending level. Send a stronger message.
Yeah.
And then I've got one left. Okay.
Yeah, probably should. Just let them know what's up.
Mm. Cool. Okay, that's. I'll use up one of my fourth level spells for this. I don't use my fourth levels for anything. I don't use my fourth levels for anything.
You only
So-
have one third level spell?
Huh?
She probably used a few
The
of them.
food and water one is one. The sending spells.
Spirit Guardians is a third level spell.
Obviously, you've used combat. You've had combat spells as well.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
So, what do you want to send to Vala?
Kind of the same. Trapped in hell. If can help. Cool. Water deep being
Don't we
destroyed.
have did we give the sending stone back? Don't we still have a sending stone for Vala? Or did we give that back?
I'm not sure. If you've got it in
I
your
know we had
inventory,
one.
you have it.
Mm.
Again,
I would.
I think
Work
I had
across
that.
plane.
I think you would have it if
Yes,
someone
anyway.
else does. If
It's
you
the
can.
sending stone. That should work.
I
the
believe
same
it'd
way
work
as
cross
the other
planes.
thing.
Cool. If you have it, that's great. I don't have to use this spell.
We'll assume that you still have it.
I don't have it.
So, what do you want to send via the sending stone? Works the same way.
Trapped in hell.
I need you to roll me a d20 as well to see if it gets
Water
through.
deep being.
Hang I don't have it though.
Anyone can roll.
Thought
I
I
don't
had it,
care.
but I don't have it.
Like, why aren't you opening? Why aren't you opening? 1d20.
Okay,
Didn't
message
we
is
do the
successful.
1d20?
Trapped in hell, centers deep, undead everywhere. Help if you can.
Oh, the water deep's in trouble.
I that's implied in the undead are attacking what it is.
Yeah.
They're taking over, but they're friendly.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
They're pretty chill.
I mean,
You did kind of break up a little bit, but
okay. So, if you just give me the gist of your message, it's probably easier. So you want to say that what you want to advise that you're in hell, Waterdeep is in danger. Please help them.
And us.
also
It's
say
big
this
man.
is behind us.
Okay. So you send that. You formulate that message.
Oh, ox. Gunslayer suck.
Tunnel snakes rule.
Okay. You get a message back from Vala. It's garbled and staticky again, but it says, "You know, we are already at the city. Get back soon."
XOXOXO.
Yes. Fuck Professor.
Good.
However, okay, never mind. I won't throw in something I was going to say. Never mind.
Wait, what?
What?
Never mind. That's okay. If you didn't catch it, it's okay. Sorry.
Now I'm suspicious.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. They're already there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Takes a while to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we didn't know this, but Johanna's fighting stuff, so maybe.
But she didn't make it seem like it was. Okay, yeah.
I thought maybe they were one step ahead of us, as always. Good. Let's
Or it
keep
could just
going.
be a really long time differentiation
Yeah.
between here and there. So we need to get back, like now.
We're going.
Yeah.
We're going.
Okay, so
There's two off the list. I'll call.
I could already guess that teleportation circle wouldn't work to get back.
only
No.
doesn't
Okay.
does not work interplanar. You need plane shift for that.
Dang it.
We could banish ourselves and see where we end up on the material plane.
You could try doing that, and it would make me laugh. As you all
I mean,
end
you
up
could get
at the
back
various
with the
volcanoes and then the centers and deep underground, in completely different locations and able to communicate with each other. That'd be great. I mean, that wouldn't
just-
happen.
You appear in a dragon's den.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go this way. Nom.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
we should just probably continue while we're heading towards the city and get home.
I think
Yep,
if you did
yep,
that,
yep,
I'd
yep.
make you roll 2 D100s and plot coordinates on a map and just drop you there and see what happened.
As long as it would get us on the same plane.
I mean,
Then I can do it again and just teleport home.
it doesn't work if you're underwater because you can't do the verbal component. Anyway.
You could do it very quickly. Yeah.
Anyway, so you return to the road. You've kind of been doing this as you've been walking. Are you keeping with your standard marching order with Zin at the front, or is anyone else keeping point?
I thought we had Rory at the front.
So
Yeah, I was
I'm
at
just
the
thinking
front.
the normal marching order's got Zin at the front, but if Rory wants to take point, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah.
If you
Before
want
I
to give me...
go up,
Go on.
after we've had this conversation, I go up to her and just go, I'm the coolest blood hunter you know, right?
Yeah, you are. I mean, you're with
As
us.
he
but-
smiles, I nod his head and then continue forward.
Yeah.
Okay, Rory, if you want to give me a perception
Inside
check as
check.
he's hard to read. I don't think Rados even needs to roll. It's annoying. Anyway, so Rory, if you want to give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Good. You continue moving, and
literally
you
as high
kind
as
of
you can
as you continue eastwards, the road is quite drab and bland. Though ahead of you, you can see where the terrain gets a little bit rockier. Off of the road, like to the
Rocky?
north, to the north and the south, there are some slightly almost hills, almost like rolling rocky hills of the terrain where it's been less worked, less flattened. And you do see like one of those green clouds, and it seems to be They seem to drift aimlessly, but you keep an eye. You check it every 5 minutes, and you're sure it's getting closer to you.
Is it going, like, is it, so it's not in the right direction we're heading, it's like beside us?
Just imagine if you were looking. If you're heading straight ahead, it's probably like at your 9 o'clock point, northwest.
Okay.
But heading in your direction.
I will point it out to smarter people than I and go, that doesn't look good.
Hmm?
The
we
big
just-
cloud is getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think hell green rain is going to be very nice.
Probably not.
And I do not
Does it
have
stop
my
when we stop?
umbrella today. So we either need to hurry up, be prepared.
Is it as fast as we are, or
Hard to
Awesome.
tell. It's very far away.
can we stop for more steps if it's
Say again, sorry.
intelligent?
I mean, it's up to you if you want to go. If you want to stay where you are for like 20 minutes and see what happens, or you can continue, or you could like veer off of the path and rejoin it. It's up to you.
We should probably increase pace and
Do
see
the
if it
thing where you
helps.
slightly speed up to see if it speeds up behind us.
Well, it's ahead
Yeah.
of you, and it's ahead of you, and like I said, it's to your 9 o'clock point, so it's to the north. If you're looking forward was north, it's currently at northwest.
Okay, I would say
Okay.
let's keep going, but go in the.
Go away from it a little bit.
So if it's going like this, we go like that.
Yeah,
Well, this-
I kind
well,
of get you.
You know.
So you kind of
it's still,
vary off to the path to the right
So
a
we
little
go,
bit
like-
to try and get away from it. Okay.
Yeah.
You do so. You kind of take a look at it, and you kind
Yes,
of
that'd
you're
be
keeping
we're
the.
going east to be south.
My brain hurts. So you kind of veer off. You keep the path in sight, but you kind of try and veer off a little bit as you start getting into that more rocky terrain, the rolling hills. You walk for about another hour, and you can now definitely tell that cloud is moving and it's heading in an intercept course towards you. And
Any-
I'd like all of you to make me a perception check, please.
Any cover?
You're kind of like it's not a lot of cover. You still like this rocky wasteland. There's just like elevations and there's like peaks and troughs to it.
No
Like-
overhangs, no.
Not
Okay.
not really. It's relatively
Right.
smooth, kind of. Some of they go up to about 20 feet high, roughly, and it's kind of like interspersed. It's like walking through a hilly plain, but it's rock and not grass.
Can we get one for Zen as well?
Yeah, sure.
He's technically here.
Okay. Okay, let me just talk to Zin. Zin, so what you see is... Good. Okay, so Johanna, Ranos, and Zin, you notice this. As the cloud is coming towards you, and it starts getting closer and closer, and this is a big cloud. You can hear in the air... And you look closer, it's not a cloud, but a swarm.
Oh fuck.
And you can see these
How far away is
huge...
it?
Not a couple of 100 feet, maybe a bit more. It's getting pretty close and moving quickly.
I lost that. How
Sorry,
far away?
500 feet.
How big is the cloud? End to end.
You'd probably guess the cloud's about 30 feet across. As a very rough guess, and you can now see, you can kind of make out the buzzing of insect wings is very audible as it starts to close in, and as it gets closer, the rest of you start to pick up on it as well. And
How far away is it?
400 feet.
Should,
As you
well-
kind of look up, you can now see, and you can almost see like as light reflects off these creatures. These are some big bugs. You've seen Giovanni's bug swarm. These bugs are like size of your head size bugs.
Okay,
As they're-
couldn't the Gary tent?
As they're flying towards
Probably
you.
won't help.
You want to get in the Gary
Probably
tent?
don't want to stop.
What do you wanna do?
From-
It's closing,
Nera, could
and
you
it's not moving
explain
slowly.
Run somewhere for cover. So we're not totally covered from all sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're still on like a plane.
I just don't
On planes.
want to break it.
You kind of on like
Can we
rocky
break it here?
plains,
We
yeah.
can so-
Yeah.
There isn't a huge amount of cover, unfortunately.
If you
I'm gonna
want to
raise
shoot
my
something,
shield
feel
over
free.
my head. Because
They're
I'm
all out of
pretty much covered in metal.
They're
Yeah,
quite far
I'm
away, but
gonna
they're closing
cast-
down.
Mhm.
Can anyone explode them from this distance? Set them
Fireball. Fireball has a feet of 150, so as soon as the first edge of that
Okay.
cloud gets close enough, I'm gonna launch a
Frost
fireball
you.
at it.
Okay, so what are we doing? So, Rory, you cast Armor of Agathis on yourself. What about the rest of you? You watch as
I
Zin
cast
draws his
Mage Armor.
blades.
I'm holding a fireball. As soon as they get within the first bit of that gets within 150 feet,
I
I'm gonna
could guiding bolt.
hit the front of
I
it.
could sacred flame them at some point. I mean, it's
Okay.
ish.
You're kind of standing on this kind of hillside at the moment. It's now about 300 feet away from you. And now you can see it's almost like a swarm of large beetles. They kind of have a greenish tint to them.
60 feet.
Not unlike your adamantine armor, but you highly doubt that these are made of adamantine, because that would be A, really cool, but B, very difficult to fly in.
Actually,
But there's zzz, and it's moving towards you with this massive swarm. It's big.
I'm gonna wrap my cloak around my head because I think it's the only thing uncovered.
Okay, Zin takes up a defensive stance, drawing both his blades, the cloak flickering behind him as he's ready to just unleash hell upon the swarm. Nira, you're holding a fireball. What about the rest of you?
I think
I will hold a spooky hand to.
Okay, Ranos,
I'll hold
anything
a cone of cold.
Cone of cold,
yeah.
very nice.
sacred
I'll
flame. Should I
do,
get to 60 feet?
I'll do a major image. Just look like rocks.
Okay.
So it's a 20-foot cube, and I'll try to make us disappear and make us look like terrain. See if that
Okay.
helps. If they're not intelligent.
Okay, the swarm gets closer and it does kick into your range, Nira. You unleash. Do you unleash your fireball as they get into range?
Does he say that we're trying to hide now?
You can see the image you can see the image form around you. You can see out of it like it's translucent. However, the
I
swarm
probably said
appears to be.
something.
Ranos has mentioned it. You can see the illusion around you, but the swarm, it doesn't seem to be really diverting.
Hold.
Okay.
Just hold. Thank you for holding.
Okay.
Do what you want to do.
You holding?
Mhm.
Okay, the swarm continues to get closer. Giovanni, are you holding the cone of cold?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to be pretty close. They need to be like 30. It's a 60-foot cone, so they need to be pretty damn close for me to.
Actually, instead of the fireball, because that's not a direct attack, I'm gonna do call lightning instead,
Okay.
above them.
You watch as a few of the bugs, like these large beetle-like creatures, break off and head forwards. And as they head towards it, you can see them buzzing around the rock. And one of them goes to land on it and just goes right through it. Kind of just falling through the illusion. And quickly catches itself and flies back off towards the swarm. I did make a check for this. You can't see it, unfortunately. As it heads back, and now you can kind of see that it hangs in the air as some kind of communication is going on, and the swarm then turns its attention and begins to fly at speed towards you all. It's about 100 feet away.
Call
Fireball?
lightning.
Cool lightning.
No, lightning.
Okay.
Call lightning.
Giovanni,
right above
are you
the
going to
main
let
part
go
of
of the
the
cone
swarm.
cold when it get close enough?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, both
If
of you
it
make your
gets to
attacks.
60, it's sacred flame.
I need dexterity saves
Yep,
from pretty much the.
that's fine. I
everything.
have the swarm here.
So, well, it's. I don't know. How does that work with us? Alright, I'll post this spell real quick. So I can do that as a thing. I think it might.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that should be con save.
Okay, so I'll do a dex and a con save.
Nice.
Not doing very well. Okay, you launch the ball of fire first. The cool lightning cloud. The actual clouds form above the creatures, and you watch as 1, 2, 3 bolts of electricity strike down into the center of the swarm. You can see a handful of bugs just drop to the ground, but there's still hundreds of them there. As you get closer, the cone of cold flies up, and this huge billowing vortex of icy energy encases the front half. Many of the creatures forming into these small ice cubes and dropping to the ground, shattering. But the horde remains strong. The sacred flames go out, and the spooky hand of doom pick 1 or 2 off, but the horde descends upon you. I'd like you all to make dexterity saving throws, please.
They're going to die.
Oh, nice.
I had one mate from Zin, don't I?
Advantage.
He has.
Yep. Zin gets it. These crits, man. I just need advantage or I crit you all. Okay, so. Okay, Jacob, Nira, and Ranos, you all take 21 points of piercing slashing damage as this swarm of creatures is just ripping around, biting and slicing. Johanna, Rory, and Zin kind of dodge the worst of it as as the bugs swarm around. Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
I say a good few of them.
One of them drops off just as the armor of Agathis freezes it solid and drops to the ground.
But just like, I say to be a good few because do they all like if they all do like 1 point, then 10 of them will down.
Yeah, a handful have dropped down. It's kind of like a swarm mechanics. It's a bit different, but yeah.
I'll cast.
How
I
big
don't
is
know.
this swarm?
It's probably about 20 foot cube.
Alright, I'm gonna misty step out of it, like backwards.
Okay, Nira, which direction? Northeast, southwest. You were traveling east, which is that way. So north to
which way is back towards the road? I guess.
North is towards the road because you veered away from the road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go back down into the hills. I want to go flat towards flatland. So I don't.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Oh fuck. Hang on.
Well, the rest of you, what are you doing?
Yep.
Okay, I'll come back to you in a second.
I want to cast Cone Fear. Fear. That's it.
Okay. Rory?
Each creature in a cone of 30 foot.
Okay, got it.
Really?
Rory?
I see what Nira did and go, good idea, as I try to follow her.
Okay. You head in that direction. I need a perception check from you as well, please. Okay, wisdom save. Good to know.
And
Okay.
I run in the direction where they stepped.
Yep, that's no problem. Okay then. So, Nira and Rory, with a puff of mist, you dart out with these small scratches and scrapes all over you. Ranos, you put your hand up and you cast Fear, and you watch as a cone of the creatures around you just disperses. But the area is filled by the ever decreasing size of the swarm. Nira and Rory, as you reappear, you look over to your right, and you can see a humanoid figure hobbling towards you. He appears to be about 5.5 foot tall. You can see a long, dark cloak kind of wrapped over him. He's got a bit of a limp to the way he walks. Tiefling, you notice, of dark purple skin. One of the horns on his head cracked off. And he hobbles, and he sees you both, and he pulls back his cloak.
30 total for the swarm.
Awesome. Okay,
Damage.
yes.
From the lightning.
Got it. Good to know. As it's definitely having an impact, but there's a lot of bugs here. As the guy sees you and starts hobbling over towards you, he begins to open his cloak. What do you do?
Huh?
Who the fuck are you?
A friend. And he reaches open, opens the cloak, and he's got these kind of almost what's the size? I'm trying to think of a size. They're about that big. Balls of what appeared to be like some kind of dark plant or some dark matter that are wrapped in string. And he grabs one of them, he throws them to each of you. He says, "Light them!"
Light them?
Yeah, then he snaps his fingers and his begins to just ignites.
Okay.
And starts producing a lot of smoke.
Oh.
And he goes,
Bug bombs!
and he throws it towards the group. I need
That's cool.
Ranos, Giovanni, Johanna, and Zin to make me another round of dex saves, please.
I don't know if I know how. Do I have something that I could like?
It's up to you.
And I have an explorer's pack.
I'm literally
I have,
covered in.
tinder box.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. Sorry.
Yeah, I think explorer's pack has a tinder box. I'll light it like that, and I'll throw it over.
Okay,
Wait.
so you spend a second and you and this going off like a smoke bomb. Just you breathe in some of the smoke and it burns and it smells and it's horrible. As Giovanni, you take 6 points of damage. Johanna, you take 12 points of damage. Ranos, you take 6 points of damage. As the thinning swarm continues its assault, as you watch as these 3 small bombs, cylinders,
I didn't
spheres.
throw mine.
Sorry.
I didn't throw mine.
Okay, you don't throw yours.
I
Rory,
wanted to see what his did first.
Okay, Rory, are you throwing yours?
He already did, yeah.
I'm very much agreeing
Okay.
at this stage.
As the smoke, the ball rolls up the hill and then sits in a nook and starts just billowing thick black smoke as the bugs seem to disperse from it, as they seem to be
But it doesn't
repelled
seem to be
by
hurting anybody.
You can't see. There's just black smoke everywhere. But you can see the bugs just flying out of the top. Seem to be dissipating from the smoke. Ranos, Giovanni, Johanna, you just... one moment you're kind of covering yourself from the bug swarm, the next... exactly, very much like that. As
So we
your
hear
face
popping.
is just filled with this dark black smoke that kind of burns your lungs a little bit.
Of water.
As Ranos reaches for a water skin. Anira, what are you doing? As you see these smoke going off.
Fucking light it with a, I don't know, firebolt or something. Just really gentle kind of.
Your fireball explodes. Ah, shit.
No,
You
First
throw
I
it
should
over
do it, I
and
think.
just...
that doesn't create fire.
As these three, they kind of land in odd places around the swarm, around your party, with this thick black
Mine
smoke.
falls a little short because I'm not good at throwing stuff.
Yeah, it just rolls down the hill a little bit until it stops. And these thick black smoke. Johanna, Giovanni, Ranos. Your vision is obscured, it's hard to see, as this kind of thick smoke starts to almost burns the lungs a little bit, but more of
Run over here!
more a case of you're breathing smoke rather than some kind of like damaging chemical or something.
I'm yelling at them to
As you hear Nero
run
going,
this way.
"Get over here!" And you feel the stinging and the biting stop. What do you guys want to do?
I go
Follow
over
the
there.
voice.
Okay.
Yeah, I run towards the voice.
Okay.
Can I try and use my shield as a barrier to push them out?
Okay. I want all three of you just make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I have that as well.
Okay.
Oh, you
One for
did?
Johanna
You
as
got
well.
lights on.
Sorry, yes.
Okay.
If it's
Ranos,
a candle,
you run
a
out,
campfire, or a torch.
and Johanna and Giovanni, you try and run, you just clang into each other. Ah, sorry. And then you stumble your way out of the black smoke to see your companions as Zin just casually strides out of the smoke. He was never affected. He doesn't care. Strides out, and you can now see Nira, Rory, and the strange, hobbled, crippled tiefling with what appears to be a bit of a grin on his face, but half grin on one side as he's smiling up at you, and he kind of waiting for you guys to approach. This is not a real-size map. Whoever's measuring it. Oh yeah, so if we go over to this mountain range, you can see it's only 20 feet. I can walk that. But yeah, as you kind of all gather together, these bug bombs, as they appear to be, seem to have the intended effect, and the swarm appears to be dispersing to a degree and flying back up into the air and reconvening farther away. What do you want to do?
Can I hit it with more lightning? Is this trying to get away?
You can try
Because
the
I
odd
didn't
shot.
summon the spell for something.
You kind of like a bug zapper. As the insects fly away,
That's
you
what I was
catch
thinking,
a hand, you hatch half a dozen of them, and their charred husks fall to the ground like really disgusting hail.
Just move it in the way they're going. Kind of follow them as far as it'll go.
So,
I
guys, you've
draw
got-
my blade.
Sorry.
I draw my blade. This
Okay.
guy.
As you draw your blade, he holds his hands up.
Whoa, whoa.
Like scaly, long fingernailed hands. No, I am friend.
He helped us.
He kind of puts his hands up.
Well, we've had bad instances here. Who are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Why are you helping us?
My name is Zarabok. I am exile. I saw your spells and I assumed the worst. Come, I have shelter. I have cave nearby.
Do you
Inside.
understand these?
Sure, insight checking.
Hmm.
He seems to be telling the truth. Doesn't see. He seems to be quite hurried. He's a bit out of breath, like he's hurry towards you. You can look by looking at him. You can see he's kind of got a bit of a hobble to him. He kind of favours his left side, and you can, as I said, you can kind of see one of his horns is broken off. Like at the
How
Can I
start.
tell if
heavy
he's
does
faking it? The hobble?
Seems genuine.
How heavy does he look?
He's not huge. He's got quite a slight build. He's not particularly skinny, but he's quite lithe.
Cool. I'm gonna pick you up. If we need to go
it's
fast.
okay. I can walk. It's fine. I just
Fast.
fast enough. If you follow me, I will take you to my shelter.
Okay.
Before the bugs they come back. I have no more smoke bombs.
Okay. If they get to us, I'm picking you up anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
Follow.
they seem like they're coming back. I'll pick you up.
This
I
way.
can use them as a shield.
As
The
Zarabok.
call lightning will last for 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna kind of keep it around us.
Okay, that's the name.
Not
in
letting
case
up any of the charges, but
Yeah, no, that's fine. Zarabok is the name. Okay, you spend not more than a minute or two following him as he leads you down the hill and round to the side. There's kind of through a little bit of a valley, and you can see there is a small, I'm talking relatively small, we're talking 5 foot tall and about 3 foot wide, kind of like crack in the rock. This way, we should be safe inside.
Where from were you exiled?
I will tell everything when we get in. They may come back, and I do not want to fight them.
I don't blame you.
Can I check for traps?
Make me a quick investigation. Make it a perception check.
He's good at both of those.
You don't see any traps.
This is all too...
As
my
Zarabok
taste.
just starts hobbling inside, he kind of holds onto the wall to steady himself as he heads down into what appears to be the subterranean tunnel.
I'll keep a look on the rear.
Okay, are you following, or...?
Yeah, but just
Okay.
watching our rear.
Yeah.
You head inside, and this tunnel opens up as you go through. It's about a 15-foot long tunnel. It kind of alternates between about 3 and 4 foot wide. It's not very wide, single file style. Before it opens up into what appears to be a natural cave on the inside. It's quite large, maybe about 30, 40 feet across.
What'd you say the top of this thing looked like? Like the... You said it was under the road? Kind of?
It's
or...
no, it's away from the road. It's kind of under one of the hills.
Okay.
It opens up into this large natural cave, and you can see a few, as it opens up, you can see a few torches here and there, providing a low level of illumination to the area. There appears to be some kind of a small pond on one side. You're unsure of its source, but there's a small pond on one side, and a few very sparse belongings. A table, a bed, a roughly put together bed out of dark wood, and a few odds and ends that seem to have been scavenged here, from here and there.
How far have we walked from Malaga? What's the city called? Malagard, right?
Malagard, you probably walked. So it took you travelled for about 3 hours, 2 hours, then about another 4 hours, so 9 hours of travel, which is just over a full day. You're maybe about 30, 40 miles from Malagard.
Mm-hmm.
Ish. Quite a distance.
Okay.
Quite a distance to move on foot. As Zarabok hobbles in, he kind of grabs onto
It really dug.
it's a bit cramped for you. You kind of have to,
I'm 6'2", guys.
your
This is
tail
nuts.
keeps swiping against the rocks, and it's not very comfortable. But you're scaly, so it's not too bad.
Just gonna wrap it up.
You're like, please. There's several. You can look up, and there's about 3 "Please mind your head" signs, which you see after you hit your head, as is the way. But you make your
Hit my head on them.
the hanging signs. As you head inside, you can see this kind of opened up cave area, like I said, about 30-40 feet across. It stands about 15 foot tall. A few torches here and there, a few simple sconces. Pardon me. And very, very shambled together makeshift constructions to form what appears to be a very simple home. It's quite warm in here. The entire area of Maladomini is quite humid. And this is no exception, but it's more bearable because obviously a bit further underground. As he gets in, he kind of hobbles across the cave and pulls across a chair, the only chair in the room, and sits down with a bit of a that was quite a bit of excitement, more than I'd like for one day.
Do you not usually get those around here?
They stay away most of the time. On odd occasion they come a bit close. That is why I have the smoke bombs. Some of the local brush around here, it makes good smoke.
So who are you? Why did you help us? Why were you exiled?
Oh, so many questions. Please take.
He does that a lot.
I would offer you a seat, but I have none.
Nah.
But the floor, it
I
could
just
be
sit
quite
up around.
comfortable, no? I have. He looks around, kind of looking at his very sparse belongings. The water is fresh if you are thirsty. I have not a lot in form
Pull
of,
out a full water skin. Just like, yeah, we get it.
but it seems that you are okay. You were well equipped, I see. Fair enough.
Do we have any sandwiches left? How long do the
We
sandwiches
have a
last?
lot of sandwiches. They last a full 24 hours. We have them until breakfast tomorrow, if we have breakfast
Okay.
slightly earlier.
Give him some.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I give
That's
them
what-
sandwiches.
Thank you.
I'm going to give
appreciate
him
it. He bites down.
5 pounds of sandwiches.
This is soft, bland, but thank you. I
Food.
appreciate it.
I can flavor them.
No, it's okay.
Presto.
You do not look like you were around here, from around here.
Yeah, we're not. We're not
Um,
at all.
A tale to tell, perhaps. It's been a while since I've spoken to anybody. Please tell me. Why do you find yourself in our hospitable neighborhood?
Not by our choice. We don't really.
Very
No?
few people are here by choice, myself included.
Well, apparently the place he was trying to send us was much worse, so
Much worse for your folk. Debatable.
we made
How
we
come
made
you're here?
enemies with some pretty bad people on the surface.
Would you say, Ranos?
How come you're here? Out here in the Badlands.
I prefer not to say too much. I am hiding.
Who are you
From?
hiding from?
People that you don't want to be mad, people you don't want to have after you.
Mhm.
Not very nice people. Well,
What-
not
what's the
really
city?
people. Things? Devils.
What was the
Archdevils?
city called?
You could
again
say
we're
such
looking for?
things. Sorry, Ranos?
What was the city we were looking for?
You're looking for
called again?
Cardenac.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know where Cardenac is?
Yes, I know it very well. I designed it.
Really?
I was once architect. I helped rebuild city after last one go.
Why was the other city abandoned again? The
Abandoned,
Malagard?
it was kind of more destroyed. I don't really know much of the details. I was not there.
Explain.
But I hear tales that a big army went through and took it to pieces. So built no city. Need someone to design no city, and that is where I came in. I designed mighty city, good fortress, defensible. They were not so happy with my work. I ran away.
Why
And
weren't
I
they
find
happy?
myself here. Sorry?
Why were they not happy?
Let us say my old master is a bit of a perfectionist. Malagard not first city to be destroyed. Many cities. They come, they go. We build them. He does not like them. We build more. You know,
Okay, so
as it is.
your boss is.
I prefer
If he
not
can
to say.
build city by city, he must be pretty high up, right?
I prefer not to say.
Okay.
Just
I'll just
if I speak his name,
really-
he might find me.
Okay.
I have protections, but they are not always so foolproof, no? What about you? You say you are not here by choice. Where do you come from?
Not here.
Yes, of course, silly question. You find yourselves not here by choice. It is quite a strange place to find yourselves, no? What happened?
Indeed.
Do you know?
I mean, not to pry, it's just... I have not seen many people for quite some time, but it is nice to converse.
Do you know of an old lich called Xanthus?
It is not a name I know, no. I have spent my entire life, here. Well, not here, of course. But in this plane, I was born here, I will probably die here.
Let's just say we've angered some people too.
Oh, I see. We are the kin. I see.
Yes, we're
Have you
kind of
heard
in the
the
same
name?
situation.
Farizidun?
There is you don't. It is not one that I have heard of.
Okay.
However, my history, it is sketchy. I look towards future. I build. I do not look at past.
So if you build a city,
Well, I not build. I design.
okay,
It's a bit-
you designed it, and so you maybe designed some way to get in without being noticed.
No. I design ways to get out, but not in.
Could the ways you use to get out also be used to get in?
Technically, but I would not recommend it. City built on top of large labyrinth. It was a request. Many layers, miles of labyrinth.
Do you know anyone in the city who could help us get home?
Many people in the city. If you are looking for help, I'm sure there will be someone that's willing to make a deal with you.
There's always a price, though, right?
Always. No, nothing for free down here, friend.
Technically, there's nothing for free up there either.
No, I do not know such things, but I can imagine. But down here, the consequences probably more dire.
Maybe.
You'd want to travel to city. Maybe we can help each other out.
How far is it?
From here, not far. Days travel, maybe two. I can show the way, give you some pointers, some tips on the city. I would like to go back. I left in quite a hurry, and there are several things that I left behind. If you're willing to help me get to the city, maybe get past the front gate, I could give you some help. Tell you about the city. Be a bit of a guide.
So what do you need from us except getting into the city? I
Well,
expect
city has-
more than just.
Big walls, very few gates, always manned. You look like capable group. I have seen your magics. Maybe you have some way of helping me. There is bounty on me. I have this, and he holds his hand, and there is a simple gold ring. It helps me not be noticed, but only from magical sense. Not very good with the seeing. No? Yes, to you.
So spells and hunting won't help?
It stops, this trinket is, saved my life many times. I do not know the details, magic is not my thing, but I believe it protects from, divination. Magical means. It's why I have lived so long. Otherwise...
How long
I-
have you been in exile?
25 years? Quite a while.
Huh? And you think your home is still there with your stuff?
I can see no reason for them to flow it out. I have things stashed away in hidey hole. Difficult to find. A few personal effects, maybe some things to make life more comfortable. Stick bed, not very comfortable. I would love to return to the city, but I don't think that I could get in. Not alive, anyway.
We can make you invisible if that would work.
That might work. Guards, they are not always so smart, no? Maybe we could work together.
There's also... Do we still have this hat? Zin? That could work.
I think he may have the hat.
Like
guys,
you-
I'm not sure.
The hat of... might be able to disguise you.
That
Wish.
might work. I am of similar build. Maybe I look like one of you.
Maybe you don't,
Or,
because
oh,
we're
no,
really
no,
sticking
but
out here, right?
like you, not me, but like you. Not
Do
a
you
devil.
think do you think
Adventure
we'll
type.
be allowed into the city as mortals
I
from the prime?
could tell you, but we would have to make deal first. I mean,
We're not
my
gonna
side
help
of
you unless
deal
you tell
is
us.
information. I mean, I would love to give you information, but then you may leave without me.
Yeah, but we're not going to go and help you unless you tell us.
I would not ask you to do impossible tasks, no?
Well, nothing is free here, so
Hey, I give you information, you give me
you're
passage.
just trying to get in. You're just trying to get back on the good side with your masters.
Oh, no,
bringing
no,
us
no,
in.
there is no good side to my master.
Or the non-killy side, maybe.
Killing would be the nicest thing that he could do.
Is he honest?
Make an insight check. It's hard to read.
Oh, so bad on inside rolls.
As you talk to him, he seems to be. He sat in his chair. He's kind of leaned forward. You've piqued his interest, and he's definitely more excitable than he was. He was quite. When you started talking to him, he was quite excitable to speak. Apparently, to speak to people. But you do notice that he's kind of leaning in, and he's focusing very much on you. Kind of just with an intense stare.
Does the city walls block teleporting into the city?
I can tell you if we have deal. I don't give away things for free.
Well, we'll be able to get you in if you tell us.
So we have a deal?
Well, no, you could. We need to be able to.
Okay. I will answer all of your questions about the city if you agree to help me get in. Until then, you are welcome to stay here, but my lips, they are sealed. He kind of sits back and crosses his arms.
We'll give him the hat of disguise, right?
Yeah.
We can lend him.
I was thinking
First,
potentially.
dispel magic on him, just to see if there's any other effects, any hidey things.
Oh, you want to cast Dispel Magic on him? Okay. Make me an Arcana. Make me a Dispel Magic
Can
check.
I want to interfere with the Ranos here.
Okay, I want you to give me. Okay, I want you to both roll me an initiative check to see who goes first. So you get to interrupt him. You don't from your sheet, I think.
Like Arcana check, did you say?
No, sorry. Both of you roll initiative.
Oh, right.
So I want to see which of you acts first. Okay, you notice, but you're not quite quick enough because you weren't expecting it. Weren't looking for it. Ranos, give me your ability check modifier.
Can't I just roll counterspell?
We'll see. Let's Ranos cast his spell first, or start his casting.
How does it work again?
It's
Forgetting.
1d. I think it's 8.
Charisma check.
Yeah, it's a charisma check. It's because you have proficiency to it as well, don't you? Or do you not?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You roll
I do
charisma.
add check of all traits, I think.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Traits.
Okay.
It's like a counter spell check.
Okay, that doesn't really make a difference. That does it.
If he counter spells, I won't counter spell.
You want to, or you won't?
I won't.
Okay. Dispel magic is 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So Ranos, you have to cast it. Is it from the mandolin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you reach for the mandolin, and Giovanni, you watch as Ranos grabs the mandolin and starts to strum. As you watch as Zarabok kind of eyes you with a curious, kind of tilts his head to the side, and just as the musical notes start to play, you go, no! And there's a flash of Eigen energy at the lute, and the music stops instantly. Whoa, what is going on? No fighting in here, no fighting!
No fighting, no fighting.
Music is fine, but please,
Let's not
let's not
dispel
fight.
stuff on him when he says
What
they
do you
are
mean
keeping
dispel? What
his
are you people
masters
doing? I offer you help, and you
finding
come
him.
into my home and...
We don't want any archdevils here.
No, you're just... No, we do not want archdevils here. What do you...
Nothing is free here. I think we need a little more. Since you're not willing to have a show of good faith.
I have nothing to give. Look around. I have nothing.
We have simple questions.
As I said, we have a
And,
deal. If you give us... If
the
you
questions
give me...
help us.
If you give
with
me
that.
the deal, then I will help. No deal, no help. And he seems to be quite... you can tell from the atmosphere, he seems to be quite on the defensive now. He seems to be... His mannerisms have changed again, and he seems quite stern.
Well, I enjoy living in a whole sea.
Oh, no, wait, come back. Oh, no. You want to
Yes.
help.
Yeah, just a few simple questions, and then we get a bit of feeling about each other, and then I'm
no,
sure.
you want to help. I'd like you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, Reynolds.
Oh.
Check his DC. Not that he has a DC.
Can't be super high level actor to have a higher save than that.
Okay. Would you roll? 17. Nearly. You feel as Zarabok says, "You want to be full," and your head clouds
Oh, I
for a
have
second.
actually advantage.
You do. It doesn't make a difference. You succeeded anyway.
Okay.
It's only a 16 for him. It's not that good. Your head kind of like you feel your head go cloudy for a second, and you shake it off, and you realise that this individual has attempted to charm you.
Did you? Okay, hold him down.
I point to
Well,
Jojo and
well,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
be so hasty. We can help each other, no?
Yeah.
Please, no.
Cover his mouth.
No.
Let's
Take
And,
step.
I'll-
Well, he says, you stay back. Don't come closer. And he starts to kind of edge back in his chair. I'm warning you.
I'm gonna try and imitate. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
start
I'm
talking
trying to
gay.
intimidate him.
As you walk,
Just
you
like,
keep
look
walking
at him.
towards him.
Yeah.
Rory's like, let's go. 3, 4
I
foot
did
of me.
not want it to be this way. As you watch as the tiefling form just kind of ripples for a second, and begins to then
Fucking knew it.
expand.
Mm-hmm.
As the tiefling form expands, you watch as the arm kind of jerks back in an awkward direction, and you hear a snap of bone on one side of the leg as he kind of stems back, and he's growing. He's growing quickly. And these bony
Can I stop?
protrusions begin to he did this kind of when you're a bit further away. As these bony protrusions start to jut out of his skin as they break and they bend, and he twists into unfathomable configurations. And then standing before you is a 10-foot tall. He's a bit taller. He's about 12 foot tall. bony creature that looks a little bit like this. As these huge insect light wings burst from his back. He's like, no, all you had to do was take the deal. As the tail whips around from the ground.
How long has it been since I cast Call Lightning?
I think it's probably dropping by now.
We prefer this. This is much more honest, dude.
As for demand a map.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Yeah. I've lost you guys. Characters. There.
Rory was like
Yeah.
running over to him.
There. So yeah, no, Rory is a bit closer. Put you there. Put you there.
I'd be
Oops.
close. I'd be about
Yeah.
opposite flanking-ish.
Let's do that. Zin's kind of obviously. Zin's coming round. Oh, sorry, 1 second. I've got some issues.
Ranos shouldn't be in the wall. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, as this
Well,
huge.
my name's on walls, so yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Okay, as this
Yeah, go on.
huge devil-like creature, made its hide made of glistening bone and sinew, rises up to his full 12-foot height. The insect-like wings protruding from his back, the long, sharp stinger, swishing around as he swipes away. The wood table just shattering and splintering the wood across. I'd like y'all to roll initiative.
Aye.
That's in the
Oh, is that it? Come on.
Rory. I fucking hate being a non-dex character.
Sucks. Isn't it? Is everyone okay with continuing for a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to kill this bastard.
Okay. So, we'll do this like we'll do fast combat. So everyone have your rounds ready. So, Ranos, top of the round. What do you want to do?
Coin storm!
All right. Let's find your
That
coin
didn't help.
storm. I've lost your coin storm. There it is. Oh. Can you see the aura? Yes, you should be able to see the little blue aura around it. Okay, there we go.
Doink.
Alright, make your attack. I will tell you his AC now, because it makes it easier. It is an AC of 20.
The fuck?
Does he look fiery?
Make me a perception check. Have a look. Doesn't look too fiery. So, Ranos, is that 4 hits?
Yeah.
23 points of damage. It's not too bad. As this swarm of coins peppers against his bony hide, hearing the clangs as it kind of ricochets off. He seems not too fussed.
I inspire Rory.
Okay.
Break off some spines.
But he's like made of spines.
Break off a lot of spines.
Okay.
And I will move back and have a look at where it came from, if there's anything creeping up behind us.
Okay, maybe perception check. Okay. You don't see anything. Okay, Rory, you watch as the creature move. He takes a step towards you, and there's with these huge clawed, slashing hands. He's gonna. He kind of pushes his way through the swarm. He's gonna go ahead for his claw attacks against you.
Okay, go for it. Wait, I need to fix my AC.
Yes. Yeah. Obviously, you got your. Claw
It is half plate, which is 15 plus 1, 16, so 18 natural.
so 27. 22. Sorry.
I will hashtag shield.
Okay, as your claws swing out at him, you kind of deflect it away with your shield, and it hisses at you, and moves away and moves down towards you.
That lasts for the entire round, by the way.
Yes. As this magic shield persists around Rory, and this huge dagger-like stinger
You're welcome.
reaches up to go ahead and make an attack against Johanna. which misses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Zin's turn. He's going to fly in. Zin's going to bonus action rage, and he's going to go ahead and make 2 reckless attacks. That's the wrong ones. Is that the wrong ones? No, that's the right ones. First one misses. Second one does hit, as he deals 17 points of piercing damage. Okay, that's him done. Johanna, you're up.
Cool. Where do I learnt about flanking. Where do I need to go for flanking?
We do not do flanking.
Oh, poop. Fine. I only learnt it from something. I am just gonna go up to
Unfortunately,
him.
we don't
then.
run flanking rules, 'cause otherwise you guys probably would have died by now.
That is fine. I literally
man.
learnt about it last, Critical Role game. So
Okay, you run up to the bony form of Zarabok. What do you want to do? Rory, you're on deck, followed by Nero.
hit it. I just want to stab it. I was planning on stabbing
That
it.
does hit. Roll me some damage.
And wait.
Okay, so 16 points
16.
of damage. Not
Cool.
bad.
And I am going to healing word myself.
Okay.
Something level.
Okay, at the end of your turn, it's going to use one of its legendary actions to go ahead and make a stinger strike at Zin. Which has advantage because they're reckless. 26 to hit. It's a normal roll actually, because of his displacement cloak, so it's a miss. Fucking cloak. Okay, Rory, you're up.
Rory's going to... He is going to run up the side, and he's going to Green Flame Blade,
Go for it, make your attack.
or Green Flame Hammer.
Okay, that does hit. Okay, as you deal 16 points of bludgeoning fire damage, not bad.
And then I'll follow bonus action this with hit.
That one misses, unfortunately.
Second, I'll use inspiration.
Go for it.
1d10 nowadays.
D10, yeah.
Or not?
Yeah.
You still miss.
Bollocks.
Just. Okay, Nero, you're up.
Blight.
Okay, Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Balls. Unfortunately, making a change fucked my sheet. A 12.
Nope.
I rolled a 4. Fuck me. Okay, that's failure. Roll me some damage.
Hit. Clicking the thing. Oh. Yeah, that one.
43 points of necrotic damage.
Hang on. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Okay, I'll wait.
Second, that thing is.
Oh! No, fuck.
Well, you
What?
can roll
Never mind.
it too as well, can't you?
Well, I can re-roll up to 5 of them by spending a thing, but yeah, I'll go ahead and do the 2, the 1, and the 4.
Go for
That'll
it.
take off 5, 9. So that's what, 3 more d8s? Okay.
Yeah. Take away 6, so it's 37.
D8.
Take away 7.
Yeah, 30,
7, yeah. Yeah,
36.
9 more.
So, 45.
46.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad as these tendrils of dark energy reach out and kind of wrap around the devil's body and just constrict it as it lets out a cough of black blood. Didn't like that. Okay, Gio, you're up.
I'll cast Big Biz Hand.
Okay, now all the spells today, guys.
Yep, all the spells.
Let's get a hand
Quick
token.
combat, you said.
Yeah. Not quite what I meant. It didn't mean
I'll
kill
try
me
to-
quickly.
I'll try to attack him.
Go for it. Note to self, stronger monsters.
Yeah,
That's a miss, unfortunately.
yeah. And then I'm gonna run up here and hide.
Okay. He's going to use another one of his legendary actions to go ahead and make a stinger strike against Rory. You're 23
I
at the
am
moment,
going to use a The medic.
You've already used your reaction, unfortunately, for the shield.
Oh, but I already have my turn, so I get my reaction back.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Does he ever
I
make a
give it
save, or is it just
disadvantage.
straight?
No, it's a straight, so it gives it disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay. With the shield, that doesn't hit, I don't think.
That's
17 misses.
Okay, unfortunately, he has Devil's Sight. And is not
Sorry?
he has Devil's Sight and is not impeded by the darkness.
Well, no, it is he immune to blinded?
I don't know, actually, I haven't got the book open. Probably not. That's fine, we'll leave it. I'll check it again later, but that's fine. Okay, Ranos, you're up.
I'll cast
That's
protection from evil on Rory, since he seems to be the main focus of this guy.
Go for it.
No, first
Okay,
I'll use the coins again,
go for it.
since they're still up. 10, 8, 20. Oh,
24 points of damage as the coins pepper against his hide. And he's not looking great. As you guys wail on him. And then you want to do protection from good and evil on Rory.
I think don't do that. I'll heal myself selfishly.
With
My
you've already used the
bonus
bonus
action.
action.
No, I told him to attack last turn. They'll do that again.
Okay, isn't the
Thanks.
attacking with the coins from bonus action?
Telling them something.
Okay,
It's an
yeah,
action.
no, it's fine. I'm with you. Okay, you can hear yourself. Is that you done?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, his turn. He's going to go ahead and make. He's going to make a claw attack against Zin, a claw attack against Johanna, and the stinger again against Rory. Stinger. And so misses. 21 to hit Johanna. Yay!
Kids.
Johanna, you take 11 points of slashing damage, and then a stinger for Rory.
I have something.
Now I can't roll. Okay,
Oh,
that's him
That
done.
misses.
Zin is going to go ahead and make both attacks. Reckless again. So that's the first one, misses.
If he did reckless last turn, that first claw would have hit.
It's different. No, because it's disadvantage because of the cloak.
Oh, okay.
So all of his attacks miss, unfortunately. Johanna, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna hit again. I'm gonna just keep hitting.
Go for it. That's a miss, unfortunately.
Cool.
Okay, Rory, you're up.
I'm
Nero, you're on deck.
gonna
Heal
do
yourself.
my whatchamacallit second wind and
Okay.
give myself
Cool.
things so that I work out.
Rory, you're up. Nero, you're on deck.
Okay, green flame hammer.
Go for it. That does hit. Awesome, as you deal with 19 points of bludgeoning fire damage. Not bad.
Does he seem to not like the fire?
It seems to be scorching him.
Okay, I'll follow up with this on hit.
Go for it. That'll hit.
Oh, the one that's trying to eat.
As you deal another 13 points of bludgeoning damage. As you're hammering away, you can hear the cracks and the splintering of bone. He's going to go ahead and use that legendary action to make another stinger strike.
I will like after I hit out John Cena. Hit me.
26 to hit.
That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need a constitution saving throw, please.
I have advantage.
Yep, because it is poison. I don't think I'll buff this damage, actually.
What's it? It's the con save.
Con save, yeah. Okay, you succeed. You still take 30 points of piercing poison damage, half the poison because of your resistance. So 17 down to 8. So you still take 21 points of poison. 21 points of poison damage, but you are not poisoned.
Has Zin attacked it?
Yeah.
What's his ability? Isn't he able to protect me?
Yeah.
Just don't-
I hate Zin's abilities.
Or we'll leave it because no one knows his abilities.
He would
other
have.
than
He would have been able to. He would have. This creature would have had disadvantage against you, but still 19 would have hit. Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave.
Nero, you're up.
Well, since it worked so well last time, I'm gonna try and light it
Okay.
again.
Nice.
Does succeed this time, but still takes half damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, that is horrible.
It is.
Uh,
There's a lot of 2s there. Would you like to re-roll?
yeah. Yeah. The one... 2, yep. Mm-hmm. 2,
All the 2s.
4, 5.
Just give me
Yeah.
give me a number damage number when we're done.
Hmm?
Just give me the damage number when you're done re-rolling. So I don't have to
Okay.
do maths.
Alright.
So you take away 9, so it's
9.
13,
And then I reroll 5d8s.
5d8.
Plus 30.
Yeah.
Is there supposed to be a space? I don't
Don't think
remember.
so.
I can never remember this fucking syntax.
I don't think so. It's just
Fucking horrible.
/roll 5d8. It's no spaces. I
No
don't think-
spaces?
Oh, there might be a space. There's a space.
I put spaces.
There's
yeah.
a space, yeah.
Alright.
There you go. So
Full damage.
13 plus 33.
Well, no,
40.
that's with the 13.
Okay. Oh, of course you have. So 33 reduced to half is 16. 16 points of necrotic damage. Still not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, he's boxed and he can't really move. Okay. Giovanni, you're up.
Yeah, I'm punching him again.
Go for it. Make your attack. That hits.
You could just grab him and give everybody advantage.
It's 19 points of bludgeoning damage as
No.
Big B's fist just BAM! Punches into him.
It's more fun to punch.
He's looking rough.
As my
Ranos.
full action, I'm gonna use my healer feat and restore health to myself. And
Okay. I see you've run around the corner.
Yeah.
Ranos, you're up. Seven hits. That's not bad. 20 points of damage.
No, that's
no,
how
that's
much.
my healing.
Oh, that's your healing. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Ranos, roll me some damage. 42
Whew.
for 7 hits. Damn it. Okay, never mind. That blows that idea. Ranos, how do you want to do this?
I will pepper the coins into his mouth and try to lodge out his lying tongue.
Okay. As he goes to hiss it.
Maybe from here, from below the, you know.
Okay. As he goes and reaches in, the stinger that whips again, ready for another strike. You watch as almost 24 magically enchanted coins whip up into a small loop-de-loop and just pummel the underside of the creature's face until they finally break through the bone jaw and just pop out the top like a fountain, like he's spraying gold from his mouth. It looks quite good. Unfortunately, it's all bloody and horrible and ickery, and it's just not very nice. And unfortunately, he fucking dead. Yeah, you annihilated him.
Nice.
Very nice.
Rip.
Woo.
Okay, as with his final grasp, he falls down to the ground. Ah, shit. And dies. He didn't do very well. That didn't quite go as well as he thought.
Fuck him with Ignium Cete.
As this,
Where's the ring? I want the ring.
he falls down to the ground, just broken and bloodied. The bloody ichor of dark black blood seeping out and spreading around. You want to run over and grab the ring?
Sure.
Okay, it's a simple golden band. It has a small symbol on it, which is an eye with a line through it.
I'll identify it.
Okay, you have
Pretend.
found a item.
Nice.
It says,
That's my favorite loot. Items.
okay, 2 seconds because I described this wrong. It's not an amulet at all. There we go. There, that's better. The Ring of Non-Detection. While attuned to this ring, you are immune to detection from divination magics as if you were under the effects of the non-detection spell. Is attunement though.
Nice.
Pretty neat.
Okay. As you look around, the torches continue to flicker, the broken furniture mostly destroyed. And I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. It's a good time.
Should have taken the deal, right?
Yeah.
Some help getting into the city.
I mean, there were benefits to it.
yeah.
But never make a
I
deal with
fucking
them.
knew it for once. It worked. So I'm happy.
So that's where we'll leave it. So for the recording, if you're watching this, Tom, or if any of you rewatch it for whatever reason, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back on next week. Cheerio for now.